Aha. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Let's have a nice little stretch. Oh, yay. Mm. Let's have a nice little stretch, folks. It's Friday, February 26th, 2021. I'm Mongo. We're just going to have a nice little relaxing time right now. We're going to relax for a bit. Nothing crazy. Relaxation is key to getting through this crazy world. Alrighty, let's have a nice drink of some of this hot stuff here. Let me start up my camera. Let me start it up. Oh, not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's not maybe not the most incredible thing, but yeah, got a nice little drink here. Some warm cider. That's nice. That's nice. Anyhow, guys, hopefully you're doing good. Let me just take a moment to check my audio here. Yabba dabba do. A little bit of a cough. It hasn't been. It's one of those kind of coughs where it just happens. It just kind of starts up. It hasn't really been a long thing. You know, it hasn't been a existing situation here. Okay, let me turn off my camera right now. Okay. Let me just pull up the stream on another tab. Let me just take a listen at the audio. I don't like when my audio is just overpowering. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do, pig. That'll do. There we go. Hopefully, you guys have been having a nice day. And, I just got to say thanks for tuning in wherever you may be. Whatever you say, whatever you do, I'll be right here waiting for you. Anyway, let me just take a moment here to show you guys something really cool. So let me share my tab, one of my tabs here. Um, here we go. Got this. Gonna do the bada bing, the bada boom. Share screen. Chrome tab. Chrome. So there's this neat little thing. You may be familiar with this group there known as the Fandom Collective. I know it kind of sounds a little ominous when you say it like that. Fandom Collective, It's nothing crazy, but it's a nice group of people. Let me check here. I got a message. Oh, alrighty. It's all good. It's all good. I just got a message from a good friend here. Jay is not with us at the moment. He's gonna be a little late, but we're gonna chill out. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have some fun. We're just gonna relax. End of the week, beginning of the weekend. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. As they say. Let me share this tab, and then I will welcome our wonderful people down in the chat. This is Mongo, coming at you from Southern California, SoCal. Yeah, if I ever became a radio personality, maybe that's what I'd use. Mongo from SoCal. Anyway, so I've been talking, gibbering, jabbering, all that kind of stuff, rambling, gambling, all that kind of fun stuff that you guys love about me. Anyways, so the Fandom Collective, they're a really nice crew of people. I have a very fun time interacting with them. And ooh, man, last year, 2020, they had this neat little thing going on where they were doing fandom collective cards. And they were digital cards that one of the people on the team, on the fandom collective crew, were making. And it was very cool. It was a really fun time because during that time, I was nominated for a fandom collective card, and it was very cool. It was very nice. So they eventually they decided, hey, we have like dozens of these digital trading cards that we've made up. So let's see if people want physical copies of these things. And of course, when they made these physical copies, they did a little Indiegogo Kickstarter thing, and I think it was a success. I just got this wonderful pack of cards today, and let me share the tab for your viewing pleasure. And here we go. That is pretty. Let me say full screen. Yeah, let's full screen that thing. Before I really get into it, let's just say hi to Theme Park Casual, Mr. Theme Park Casual. Glad to have you here, and praise the sun god Apollo Patriot. You're always in Mount Olympus, and you enjoy your Twi'lek women. Twi'lek, potato. They're blue, they're green, sometimes they're flesh colored. I'm not a huge fan of the flesh colored ones. Um, Bib Fortuna. I did not like that guy. He looks like Nosferatu with a giant head noodle on his head. But anyway, I guess that's redundant. Head noodle on his head, anyways. Glad to have you guys in here. You guys help to enhance the streaming experience, both for me and for everybody else who views this wonderful little time that we're having. Oh, look at that. I got a notification, but I'll get back to that notification later. Anyhow, so this is just a little thing here. Monster Maniac, Mongo's Big Thinks, Casual Optimist, and YouTube Hobbyist. Your friend from SoCal. Just doing what I can with what I got. Interests include giant monsters, dinosaurs, sci fi, fantasy, history, and more. It was very neat. Yeah, so basically, this morning I was pulling out of the house, going to go down to my sister's place to help her out with some of the weeds that she's got. So obviously, I used the weed eater. You pulled some weeds too. Also, ended up using a sprayer, weed killer, and spraying that stuff. The basic stuff. Your basic how-tos. But anyhow, on my way out, I checked the mailbox and I got this lovely little thing here. So okay, I think we're done with that tab. Now I'm gonna tempt the internet gods. I'm gonna turn on the camera. I had it on earlier, but I just want to show you guys how cool these cards are. I just think they're awesome. I think they're very neat. Let me adjust my lights here. I'm a little shiny. And I just got out of the shower too. Don't worry, guys. I'm not greasy and nothing. That'd be disgusting, wouldn't it? Anyhow. While I still have good internet connection here. So, we got this big stack of cards here. Big stack of cards with QR codes on the back, Fandom Collective. You scan the code, go to various links there. You got good old Mongo, your friend Mongo. You got Itepukuyen, you got Stephen Walton, you got Shellback, you got Abu Nas, you got Kyle Katarn, General Katarn, not Kyle Katarn. He is named after Kyle Katarn, I think, right? La Reina Creole, Jay Shadow. You got lots of people, lots of cool people here. And basically, it's just something fun. Oh, man. My connection is very unstable. So I'm going to turn off my cam. So the connection is a little in and out. But let me just tell you guys, this is a really cool thing, And honestly, it's a couple people here and there may have critiqued the premise of this. But basically my whole view on it, my whole opinion on this thing is, hey, it's something fun, it's something neat, it's something to have and to hold. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be treating this like a business card, making 50 copies of this and passing it to people on the corner of the street. Hey, have you heard of Mongo's Big Things? Hey, have you heard of the Fandom Collective? Here, take my card. Here's my business card. All that kind of stuff. Like, nah, this is just something fun, something neat, something that's kind of cool. It's a whole community kind of thing. So anyhow, that was a nice little highlight of my day. Hopefully, you guys have been doing good. Please let me know down in the chat below as I stir my hot drink here. Oh, if people were willing to pay, what's the problem, right? I know, right? I had one person who was like, "Oh, ain't this the lamest stuff I ever seen from all this grifting stuff?" I'm like, "Well, the digital copy was free, so you know." If I really wanted to, I could just get my digital copy, print it out on a little card, piece of cardstock, and then bada bing, bada boom, I got the same thing. And anyhow, it's not like it's a gigantic amount of money, It's one of those things like, oh, okay, little thing here and there. Let me put in $15 here. It's neat. It's fun. It's cool. Yeah, it's different different things for different people. Anyhow, hopefully you've been having a good day, Mr. Theme Park Casual. Let me crack my neck here. Oh, ooh, wow. That was great. Yo, Mr. Bone, Mr. Bone. How you doing, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. We have Cat Bone in the chat. So I've been doing good. I'm just warming us up here. Jay's going to be coming in well, probably about 10, 20 minutes or so. No rush. We're just relaxing. We're stretching. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nice relaxing stretch. That's what I'm doing with my camera off here. I'm stretching, people. Just stretching. In fact, let me just have another drink of my nice warm apple cider. Apple cider. Anyway. Oh, mm. You know that feeling when you take a drink of something hot and you just get that perfectly temperatured drink of liquid and it just goes down your throat and it feels amazing, right? It's not too hot, so you're not burning your throat as you drink this stuff. And it's not too cold. It's just the right temperature to kind of just give your senses a bit of a jolt. I love that. I love that feeling. It's something to savor, to cherish. Honestly, it's the little things. And speaking of little things, folks, let me turn on the camera again. So before I turn on the camera, let me premise this. Let me preface this. Preface, yeah, let me see. So basically, lately, I've been getting into this very relaxing hobby that has been very fun for me. And it's been painting miniatures. Now, initially, I had been watching this one show or this one channel called Yogscast. Yogscast, they're in like Britain or something, England, the Queensland, they use the Queen's English or whatever. I don't know, maybe not. But anyhow, they have a lot of different people who do things kind of like, I guess, geeks and gamers. They're like Yogscast. Yogscast is similar to that, where you have a lot of creators who come together. They do a lot of video game streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch. I think mostly they upload the VODs, the archived streams onto YouTube. But anyhow, so I've been watching these two guys, Tom and Ben, and they play Warhammer, Total War Warhammer. and it's really fun because they're very funny. They play a game that has a lot of interesting characters, and they also are familiar with the tabletop miniature game Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, all that kind of stuff. And they always talk about their little miniatures and painting them and putting them together. So that really got me thinking. I'm like, man, that sounds pretty fun. And I actually have a little cousin who does Warhammer 40K. He likes to make those kind of things and paint them up. And I took a look at his things, and well, the miniatures for those, the standard little miniature is very tiny, and you got to glue them together. They're like plastic model kits almost, except they're like 5 or 6 pieces. But anyhow, got to glue them together. You got to prime them. You got to paint them up, and you got to paint in the lines with tiny brushes. And for me, I was like, I don't really want to paint something that tiny. And I don't really want to have to put them together with like plastic glue and all that kind of stuff. So I start browsing. On Amazon, on eBay, on Etsy for miniatures that are kind of small, or no, that are kind of biggish, and also that are one piece. So let me show you a few of those miniatures right now with the camera on. Alrighty. So we got a little hill giant right here. I call him Ogre. He was the first miniature that I ever painted. And honestly, I feel like he's very special. He's very fun. Ogre. He's got a big rock, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Had another miniature over there. Second miniature I painted was a rock elemental. He's off far and away, but he's tinier. So, you guys don't want to see that. Here's one that was pretty fun to do as well. A Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's very red, very red inside the mouth, and he's like got black teeth. Coloration is kind of demonic, so I was like, okay, well, let's make him a demonic T-Rex. That might be fun to do. Anyhow, a little T-Rex. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. There's Ogre, my hill giant, and the T-Rex, the devil dinosaur. I think that's a Marvel character. It's a demonic T-Rex, I guess, a red T-Rex. Anyhow, let's see. So here's one that I really love. This is a Behir, Behir. Very cool little guy. I love the legs. I think I really did a pretty decent job on the coloration of this guy. I'm very basic when it comes to painting, but I kind of know a few little things here and there, like black washes, white washes, all that kind of stuff. Basic things. Doing a base coat, all that stuff. Over the weekend, or no, during the week actually, last couple days, I did these 2 miniatures here. This is the giant ape from Nolzor's Marvelous Miniatures from D&D. I made him a silverback. And, this guy was pretty fun to do. Basically, I just set up my painting supplies in the garage, and I put a little movie on the TV next to me, and I just have that in the background. It was fun. Now, the largest miniature that I've done so far is this guy, and he was really fun too. This is a dire mammoth from Etsy. So this guy was pretty cool to do. It's pretty fun. He's got like these he's a mammoth with some extra little bits added on, like the armor plating kind of stuff. So this guy was incredibly fun to make. Let's have the T-Rex, the devil dinosaur right next to him. Pretty cool, honestly. I love how this guy kind of turned out. I'll have to try and take some better pictures so you guys can get a better idea of how it was. But it's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing. Let me show you. So this is not a miniature that I painted, because if I did, then wow, I would have done a pretty good job. But this is a very small Godzilla figure, uh, modeled after King of the Monsters Godzilla. So got our mammoth, got a Godzilla. I think these guys look pretty cool together. Just like it's my monster noises anyhow. Yeah, yeah. And in King of the Monsters, they had a mammoth like kaiju. So it felt cool. Felt cool. Oh, I do like how the mammoth looks next to the hill giant. So we got the hill giant here, we got the mammoth. I think these guys are pretty cool. I always think of Game of Thrones. Oh, I got Eccent in the background. Okay, he just popped in. Okay, let me finish showing these guys. I love how these guys look together. The giant and the mammoth. I feel like they're a great size. Have any of them broke and glued together? I have not. I mean, thankfully, all the miniatures that I've gotten, they've all come in one piece. The only one that didn't come in one piece was the mammoth. He came in a head and a body, and then he had a little tiny square peg for the in between. And I'm pretty good with the miniatures, kind of displaying them in a safe place. So none of them have broken, and none of them have broken in transit either. In transportation. As they've been coming over to me. But anyhow, I've showed off my other hobby. So let me stop my camera. I don't want to tempt the internet gods, so to speak. So that was fun. Okay, guys, let me take a nice little drink of my hot beverage. My hot beverage. Man, I got my desk is a jumble now because I have all my miniatures here. My miniatures. And these things aren't particularly gigantic, but they're not particularly small either. They're a great in-between size that really does work for me. So if you guys ever want a little hobby, then I'd totally recommend finding miniatures, finding something to paint, painting, drawing. I kind of draw maybe once or twice. So I'll have to try and post that on Twitter or something. But I drew one or two cool things, at least one cool thing. At least one decent thing, I guess. But anyhow, let me take a drink, and then I'll bring Jay in here. Lovely, lovely. Oh, righty. Oh, let's have a little stretch, people. Oh. Crack your neck if you can. Crack your neck safely. I'm not a podiatrist. No, I'm not I'm not a medical professional. So of course, crack your necks safely, folks. Be safe. Be mindful of your body. All that good stuff. And with that, folks, here is a very special guest here. He's a great dude. He's a good dude. This is a good friend, Jay Eccent. You guys know him. You guys love him. And let me bring him on to the stream. There we go.
Hey, taking everything.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
All right, that is amazing. That is wonderful to hear. Now, Jay, I think I'm picking up my own audio being coming through on your end. So I don't know if you have any headphones or anything, or how
Okay,
you
yeah,
may
I'll
have
put
done
some
that before.
headphones on. I'll go ahead and do that. Sorry about
Alrighty.
that.
No problem. No problem.
Is that better?
Yes, that is perfection. Perfection.
I can hear you in my ears.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. So, okay. So we got a good crew in here, Jay. We got a good crew in the chat. We had Apollo Patriot in here earlier. We got Theme Park Casual. We got Bone. And we just got Jeremy 5 Russia approved.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And let me see here. Let me get these things. I saw the message that you sent me here for your art page. And let me see here. Okay. Let me put that in the stream description. Yeah. So, folks, down in the stream description, or down in the description of the stream, there we go, you will find a couple important links there. I'll be updating it shortly here. Let me see here. Content. Let's see. Here we go. The video. Here's the video, the current stream. So if you look down in the stream, the description of this stream, folks, you will find Jay's channel, YouTube channel, Jayworks Productions. You'll also find his Twitter. Let me see here. Now I will put his art page on here. Let's see. Let me do something. Let me type up something whimsical. Check out Jay's art at on Facebook. Very whimsical, right there. Very,
Very
whimsical.
poetic.
One
Very
of a kind.
beautiful.
Yes, like poetry. It rhymes. It doesn't rhyme, but it rhymes.
Poetry that rhymes, yet it doesn't rhyme.
It rhymes in your heart, right? That's
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Fantastic. How are you doing today, Jay?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I've been working on a project that's coming up. Now,
Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure I know the one you're talking about, but how about you talk a little bit about that to the good old folks in the chat here?
if you are subscribed to Jayworks, my YouTube channel, there's also another one, another YouTube channel that I have, and it's called The Monsters Inside Me. And I also have the episodes up on Jayworks, so go check those out. But what the storyline for The Monsters Inside Me is it's about this girl who has to kill her father because he's infected with this horrible disease. I won't go into too much detail. The world is infested with these horrifying creatures called sleepers. They're similar to zombies, but they're able to pack in food a lot differently than zombies. They look different from zombies. They even act different from zombies. And I won't go into details there. You'll find out for yourself as the story goes along. But, anyways, this began way back in, I want to say, 2015, 2016, either one. And now what I'm doing with this new project is I'm going back, I'm putting all the episodes together, but I'm adding little things in order to fill plot holes and make it more of a cohesive storyline. But it's all dedicated to my dad. It's definitely a passion project.
That is great. Now, just a second here. I was also adding into the description some amazing other stuff here. Some amazing other stuff. That was supposed to come out as a coherent sentence, but so let's see. Let's see here. Want some neat crochet? Wait, no. That's lame. Saying neat crochet. Want some unique handmade materials, products. Want some unique handmade products? Then check out Noelle's Crochet Cove. Noelle's. And if it sounds weird, folks, that's just me typing this out in the description. Noelle's Crochet Cove on Facebook. That will be down in the description down below. Now, Jay, tell us a little bit about Noelle. Who is Noelle? As I type out the rest of this stuff.
Well, Noelle's my wife, and she does crocheted items. She also does different artworks of what she likes to call these skull artworks, similar to the not Mardi Gras. I can't think of the name right now for some reason. It left me. I don't know why. But anyways, allow me to show you. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want any dead air though, so go ahead and
Oh yeah, no
talk
worries.
to the people while I'm gone.
Well, alrighty, folks. We got some other great people down here. We got the Time Prophet. Hail the Time Prophet. Pardon me, I just had a little bit of a belch there, but let me see here. We got some cool action down in the chat. Everyone is saying hello to everyone else. That's always good. We got Mr. Time Prophet saying, at Mongo's Big Thinks laid some guitar down on your song, but not happy with it. Want to have another go. My guitar won't go down that low. Well, we'll see what we can do. Carnival. Anyhow, Jay, are you back?
Yes, I
Alrighty.
Now, were you talking about Carnival?
Yeah, that's what Bone asked. He asked carnival, with a question.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember back in the day we used to have these arcade games in stores, and one of them was Carnival, as well, always my favorite. That in Area 51. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera on.
Oh.
Hi out there.
Nice.
So, this is a blanket she made for me. I'm hoping I'm not holding this upside down because it's so big. And it took her a couple of months. Let me make sure this is correct. Where am I holding it? But can you see that? Very low.
Yeah. Let me look that up on Twitter here. Let me see. Oh, I think Noelle posted a really good picture of that. Let me see.
It's Darth Vader, but it's done in the style of Ralph McQuarrie.
Oh.
And he was the concept artist for Star Wars. I'll show you a couple other things she's done. Be right back. Don't worry about my rear.
Folks, this is where all the magic and creativity happens at the Eccent household here. You can see the wonderful paintings and pieces of art on display, folks. Oh, whoa, I got the same headphones. I got the same little thing, I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, anyhow. Yeah. Continue. Oh.
She did this.
Ooh. Let me see. That's nice.
But recently, this artwork I've been working on here.
Ah, yeah.
Gina. But, yeah, and then, of course, I've been working on that and working on monsters a bit. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to.
That is nice. Let me see here. I got a couple pictures here from the Twitter. Let me share this here. All right, so this is Noelle. Noelle's.
Yes.
Actually, this is the blanket that Noelle made. This is not Noelle. Noelle is a person.
Wait, Noelle turned into a blanket?
You're learning a lot today, Jay. This is a lot of important stuff, Jay. Don't forget this. So here we have one look here. While I'm at this, I should eventually put a link to Noelle's Twitter on here. But Let's see. Oh, and here's a familiar face. Look at that. We got Jay. We got
Oh,
the dog, Le
that's
Doge,
Sansa.
Sansa Stock. I don't know why. Bad accent there. That was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, Stock.
Lady Sansa. Sansa.
Sansa. And
Put
oh,
that cookie down!
it is not a tumor. Let me just say, I love that wall behind you. I love that.
Thank you.
Very colorful. I'm loving a lot of this stuff. I'm not. I'm. Be careful of that creeper down in the corner there on the table. Those things are very volatile. But always be aware of your surroundings, people. Always be careful. But anyway.
Yes, be careful of creepers. Don't open your door for creepers. You can take that any way you want it to.
Well, I just drank a nice cup, a nice mug of hot cider. And let me tell you, folks, I got to take a whiz something fierce. A whiz, if you're unfamiliar with the term whiz, I'm using it in the colloquial term, as in going to the bathroom. So I'm going to leave the floor to Jay for a bit here to, do whatever he wants. Well, not whatever he wants, but, be on here. I'll be right back, folks. Jay, take it away.
Well, hello out there. While he's out in Oz visiting the Wiz, I figured, hey, why not take the floor before he whizzes on the floor? So, how are you all doing? You got anything to say in the comments down here? Anybody? Hello? I feel lonely. How about a song? Here we go. I'm lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. I've got nobody to call my own. Oh, I'm a soldier, a lonely soldier with no place of my own. uh, Mongo's been real good to me. That's all I can say. He's been better to me than I deserve, probably. And he's a very talented individual. And I'm glad to meet so many good, talented people through him. So it's been a real blessing and a real treasure to know this man. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, again, if anybody has anything to say, go ahead and put it. I think he's coming back.
I heard what you said, Jay.
Oh crap!
Just kidding.
No,
I didn't hear what you said, but I know.
We're saying everything we can behind your back, and it's not all good. No, I'm kidding.
Bone brings up a wonderful point here. I did mute the mic. Next time, I will be more courteous to you guys, and I'll bring the microphone into the bathroom with me. So you get that real Mongo experience that you can only have here on this channel. Mongo's Big Things.
I wasn't sure how to check the comments. It wasn't popping up.
Oh, yeah. So when you're a guest, you don't really get to... You can see the comments, but you can't, highlight them or put them on the screen.
Oh, here we go. Okay, but, I see. Now, maybe I click comments and see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you got your private chat, which is you and me. And then you got your, I guess, regular chat? I don't know. Live chat? I don't know. But I can't really remember exactly what the words are. But
Theme Park Casual says, sup, Mongo and Jay? Yeah, what's up, Theme Park Casual?
Real quick here, hail to Mr. Thomas Gilkey. Thomas Gilkey, yes. It's always a pleasure to see you around, whether it's on here or on Twitter or wherever you may be. Best wishes to you whatever and whatever you're doing, man. He's a cool dude. You guys already know down in the chat. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I love Thomas Gilkey. He's a real nice guy. I can't believe how strong he is, all the stuff he goes through every day.
Mm-hmm.
And, he puts up with a lot. And, for that, I got to commend the man. That's all I got. That's all I can do.
Mongo's
Good
big
guy.
things. At
Good
least
guy.
with a muted mic, we can't hear you not wash your hands, lol. Hey, hey. It was a quick whiz. You know
He
when
knows
you build
you.
you know when you
He
build up
knows you.
pressure and, water just shoots out? Well, that was basically the situation here. So it was a record-breaking whiz time here. So it was pretty quick and easy to wash my hands. Remember, folks,
Oh, man.
hygiene is important. That's your basic 101 health rule of the day with this stream. A stream that you can only hear on this channel, Mongo's Big Things. Anyhow,
Now,
boom.
remember, Mongo.
Yeah.
Remember, Mongo, there is a correct way to wash hands, and then there is the correct way to wash hands.
Now, this reminds me of me as, back when I was a kid, and maybe this is true with other people, but when it came to shower time, I liked to be in the water, but not exactly
Wait.
bathe and shower and
Oh, that's not
use
where I thought you were
soap.
going, Mongo.
Oh, well, it was, so I would be in the shower, and I always laugh when I talk with my parents about this, but I'd be in the shower for like 10, 15 minutes, just standing in the water, as the shower came down on us. We never had tubs when I was growing up. We didn't have tubs when I was growing up. Anyhow. And basically I'd come out and then my dad would say, all right, come here. I'm like, okay. He's like, but he would be real slick about it. He'd say, oh, you're all clean? Oh, come here, little buddy. And he'd give me a hug. And then he would smell my hair. And he's like, well, you didn't use shampoo today. And it's like, go back in the shower and use the shampoo. I'm like, okay. And, a lot of those
That's
funny
funny.
things when you're a kid.
Yeah, it's the dad moments you'll always remember, little things you did with your parents. And those are always the best times.
Oh, we have a time prophet coming in with some a very good observation, a very good question here too. Uh, are you talking golden showers? No,
That's
folks.
what I was thinking when you came in.
No.
You said, I really like to be in the shower, but I also like to. And I was like, Mongo, where are you going with this? I thought you were going to say pee in the shower. I was like, no, Mongo, no.
The following program is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. No, folks. And for any children in the chat, do not look up golden showers. That is not bueno. No bueno. The shower is for water. You take care of your business before you go to the shower. Basic things, basic 101, life lessons,
Wait a minute.
beautiful gems of knowledge found only here on Mongo's Big Things.
Now, wait a minute. Doesn't everybody pee in the shower?
Well. Let's talk about pools, swimming pools. Now, I'm a dude who has some mild expertise in swimming pools. Used to manage a swimming pool for a period of time at a RV resort that I worked for. And let me just tell you, folks, never drink the water that is in a swimming pool. Never let your children drink that water in the swimming pool. Not only does it have chemicals like chlorine, acids, various acids,
It has acid in it. Don't go in
bleach.
the pool. There's acid in the pool.
There's a lot of different things in that pool. If it's a dirty pool, you could have fungus, you could have mold, you could have ducks. That is a disgusting thing. And that's all in addition to whatever is on a person's body when they enter a swimming pool. If you're a germaphobe, then you probably already know this kind of stuff. Swimming pools, they can be very disgusting places.
Right.
Bone
Yeah.
with some truth here. I always pee in the shower. The drain goes to the same place as the toilet. It's very true. They all float, as
Yeah.
Pennywise the
Yeah.
Clown says. It all
They
floats.
all float here.
Time Prophet with some wisdom here. I haven't got a shower. I have a bath. British people don't use
Hmm.
showers as much. It's interesting. It's a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I was
Oh
always
man,
told, I was always told don't use the bath because you're sitting basically in your own filth. You're not really showering
that
in anything but
that's
your
what
own
I
filth.
understood.
But I wanted to read this one here though. It says Apollo Patriot. Apollo Patriot says, "I enjoy my Twilight women." Well, I do too.
Very true. Now, do you say Twi'lek, Twi'lek, Twi'lek
You,
women? I don't know. That was an attempt at an alien voice.
I've heard both. I've heard
Yeah, that's what
Twi'lek. I've heard
yeah.
Twi'lek in both
So,
shows and movies.
and so I brought this up when I saw that earlier. There's a lot of different colors of Twi'lek people.
Hmm.
A lot of different colors. They come in all different varieties: blue, green, and flesh color, and purple. But
Hmm.
I find the flesh color to be really strange. Like Bib Fortuna. He always looked gross. He looked like Nosferatu with his teeth, for one thing.
He was made to be disgusting, though. That's the difference. In fact, the lore here's a funny thing.
All
The
right.
lore behind Twi'leks is that the male Twi'lek are very ugly, but the women were always very fine.
Mm. There, yeah. Even Mandalorian. You look at Mandalorian. They had that one Twi'lek played by that one actress who was Tonks from Harry Potter. You know, obviously
Oh,
she's a lovely woman. And then you have like her brother who looks very has very big bulbs on his forehead. Big like
yes.
big bumps for his head tentacle things. I'm like, ooh, ooh, But hey, anyhow, I'm not xenophobic here. I'm just not a fan
Oh,
of Xenos. No, just kidding. I'm trying to
you
work in some
speciest.
some Warhammer 40k humor here. But
You speciest.
by the way, are you familiar with Warhammer 40k?
I have not played Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
I need to, but I haven't.
Well, let me tell you, like, just for anybody, I'm very, very fringe on the Warhammer 40k. I'm more familiar with Warhammer Fantasy, but Warhammer 40k, the grim, dark future of humankind, just totally interesting, just for me at least. They have this one thing where they purge the Xenos, the humans, because the humans in the future of Warhammer 40k, super ultra militaristic um, uh, superpower in the galaxy. They don't like aliens. They don't like aliens. But in Warhammer 40k, when the aliens eat you and have all these different kinds of ways to kill you and are usually violent and destructive, it makes sense. It's not quite the case with some of the species in Star Wars, but anyhow. um, let's see. Xenophobic means you hate aliens. Great wisdom there. Great learning. Great
Yes.
learning from the Time Prophet. If you want to hear more of this great wisdom, check out the Time Prophet on the YouTube. He had a really great
But
video a couple weeks ago, a month ago maybe. I'll have to look that up.
but here's a question: what kind of aliens? And also, here's
Mm,
another question: aren't we all aliens?
mm, yeah. I mean, alien is a relative term. Like Jurassic World, Dr. Wong talking to the Mr. Masrani about his new dinosaur. Mr. Masrani, he says, I didn't order a monster. And then Dr. Wong says, monster is a relative term To a canary, a cat is a monster. Interesting things to consider.
Yeah,
let me
that's
type into my magic machine device here.
Magic
All
Machine
right.
Device. That's a
Magic
new show
machine
coming out.
device. Oh, yeah. Let me put a link to the Time Profits video here in the chat. It's a really interesting video. He always puts out some videos that are really fun to watch. I love his Valley of Guanji video. That was amazing. Let me see here. The Valley of Guanji video, his Valley of Guanji video is 11 away from 900 views. So I'm totally going to link
Wow.
that in the chat too
Sweet.
when
I'll
I'm done
check
with
that out
this.
later.
So this first video that I'm going to put in here is a video about silent running, movie silent running, full movie review. Full movie review. Oh, excuse me. I just burped. I barped. Anyhow, full movie review
Beautiful.
on
Very beautiful.
elegance.
Standing ovation.
Ever the example and the idol of fantasy, perfection, and everything a man would want to be. Anyhow. Righty, let me see here. The Time Profit. Okay, and I paste the link there. Bada bing, bada boom. We got the link there. You click on that in the chat, in the live stream chat, and you'll get there. Lickety split. It'll be awesome. Mongo's big thanks. Hope Jay likes the animation. Oh my gosh. Like, let me just say, for anybody who watches this in the future, um, if you notice the neat little profile picture that the Time Prophet has there, I
I
love
love it.
looking at that. I love looking at that
Yeah.
so much. It's
It
just
reminds
beautiful.
me. It reminds me of the classic kind of old animation of the. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. Hmm. It's definitely very fantasy driven type, and I love it. And I love the name, the Time Prophet. Very mysterious.
Hmm.
It also reminds me of a song called Soul Survivor, and it's by a band called Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh,
It's actually a very good song, but I don't know why. When I look at that and I see the Time Prophet, I think Soul Survivor, and I don't know why.
let me see here and
Maybe the mysticism behind
yeah. I really think. Now, have you seen his Valley of Guanji video, Jay?
it. Not yet,
Okay.
not
Have you
yet.
seen
Maybe
his
I should
silent
do.
running video?
Actually, I don't think I have.
Alrighty, well this is great. So I just put in the link for both
Ah,
videos down in the chat. They're very great, and the introductions, the little intros to his videos. At least like the Valley of Guanji and the silent running video, they have these wonderful animations, and he puts in so much work and time into these things, and it's really a fun thing for me to be able to see. Every now and then we're kind of in a few different chat groups together, at least one chat group, and it's fun to see him talk about that, and then because it really builds up excitement for me when that video comes out, and he really hits it out of the park. Let's see. Time Prophet says, "Don't fear the Reaper." Another great song.
yes, yeah, that's another good song by that group. That group is so good. Um, they've kind of created their own universe through music. If you listen to a lot of their music, you can put it together and actually hear a really interesting fantasy driven, sci fi driven sort of storyline.
Hmm. Um, Now, of course, I did see a video from you, Jay, on Twitter, where you sang a wonderful rendition of, you know, their lovely song, Blue Oyster Cult's uh, iconic song, one of their iconic songs, Godzilla.
Oh no.
And that was a
Oh
treat to
no.
listen to. It was great. It was totally great. It was totally great. And I mean that. I mean that. It's
I dropped the
really
phone
such a fun song.
purposely, of course. Boom, boom. Looking straight up my pant leg.
Like,
The
mhm,
cover for Godzilla that was in King of the Monsters, the newer one, of course.
mhm.
It's an okay one. I love the chanting in the background and the electric guitar and everything. I just can't stand the guy's voice singing it.
Oh, it is such a different kind of voice.
I
Like
don't
you sing,
know.
with a purposeful grimace and a terrible smile, then that high tension wire down. It's like, okay, okay. I see what
You
you're
got
going for. I'm not
yeah,
quite into it, but I definitely appreciate. There's things to appreciate in that
right, yeah.
song.
Yeah, he was flat in some places. He was real pitchy in some places. I was like, "What is the world, man? Tone it down a bit."
I mean,
But
what a fun
yeah,
song though. Like all of
it is.
the words, like just looking at the lyrics right now, it is such a cool song. Like let me just read to you. Let me articulate this to you guys down in
So
the chat.
eloquently.
With a purposeful grimace and a terrible sound, he pulls the spitting high tension wires down. Helpless people on a subway train scream bug eyed as he looks in on them. He picks up a bus and he throws it back down as he wades through the buildings towards the center of town. That's just the first little bit of that song. And it's such a fun song. Such a fun song, folks.
We're
On the
gonna finish it.
topic. Oh, 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 I mean, I mean, maybe. Oh, wow. They even have the Japanese bits here in this song. I'm like, huh. Huh. So I definitely wouldn't read those ones because I couldn't do them justice. But like, it's such a fun song, and of course you have the chorus like, "Oh no, they say he's got to go, 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 Godzilla." Woo! Just such a fun thing. I love that. The woo! I love
Yeah, I
that
love
part.
that
Oh,
too.
the ending lines of that song too. History shows again and again
And
how
again,
nature points out
nature
the
points
folly
out
of
the
men.
folly of men.
Mm, wonderful poetry right there.
Exactly, yeah. Because that's exactly what happened in the original film too.
Mm-hmm. On the topic of Godzilla, we have a lot of interesting things coming up. I like to think that this is a good time to be a fan of giant monsters. Funnily enough, I'm not. I learned about the word kaiju back in like 2013 when Pacific Rim came out. Like I didn't know. I don't know any Japanese growing up until Pacific Rim came out and they used kaiju. But anyhow, I like to think of this as kind of a kaiju renaissance. There's a lot of great stuff. I guess kind of if I had to pinpoint anything, I'd like to think that 2013 is kind of one of the starts of this great little era, this resurgence of giant monsters, giant beasts. Of course, there's been movies like Cloverfield and other movies here and there that came like maybe in the decade before that were interesting, that were captured some of that giant energy. But I like to think with Pacific Rim, it kind of opened a nice little beginning to a wonderful period of giant monsters, not only in movies, but in um comics and books. all that kind of stuff. So this next month in March, we're gonna have a great movie coming out. Hopefully. I mean, here's hoping, of course. But we're gonna have an interesting movie coming out called Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla versus Kong. Now, Jay, have you been
You're breaking up, Mongo.
have you
Just a
been
bit
have you
there.
kind of fallen? What?
You're breaking up a
Oh,
bit.
I'm breaking up. Uh, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I definitely see. Yes, holy God. Well, can you hear me now? Are
Yes,
you
that's a
hearing
lot
me?
better. Yes.
Whew, man. Okay, I gotta be the internet gods. I'm gonna next time we do this, I will bring the fatted calf to the altar and perform a proper offering there. Oh well, that's good. That's good, Bone. They're making a direct sequel to Cloverfield now. They had the Cloverfield
Oh
paradox,
wow.
where at the very end of that movie, they had the Cloverfield monster appear out of the clouds, and I was like, okay. The movie itself did not focus on that at all. It's like, okay, but so Jay, have you been? Let me share the tab here. Get an image of this movie on the screen here. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, that looks pretty decent. Okay, so Jay,
Beautiful.
have you been? Are you interested
Oh
in
yeah.
this movie?
Yes. Yes, I am very
And
much so.
do you
Especially after
have
that
any
last one.
hopes? Any
I just hope that they stick to what they did
now?
last time. That's all I hoped for.
Mm,
Make it good
now
fun,
let's see. What?
good entertainment.
Mm, mm, totally, totally. Now, what were your thoughts on Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Oh, I love it. I really love it. To
Love
me, it didn't seem, at least to me, it didn't seem woke. You know,
it.
and
Hmm.
that's what I hope for this next film is it doesn't get woke. It doesn't make Millie Bobby Brown say something stupid like "I am woman, hear me roar" or something stupid like that.
Hmm.
And for thing they kind of tread it a little bit. A strong woman, me going to do this,
Now,
and I'm not going to listen to man. But in the end, now she redeems herself, and I liked that she redeemed herself, that she felt bad about what she did, that she had a bone in her body that was saying, hey, this is not right what you're doing, and even your daughter can see that it's not right. So she redeems herself in the end. And I say, "Oh, power to you on that one." That you have to go through the journey to realize you've done something wrong sometimes, and that makes her human. So it's very not only is it kaiju driven, but it's also human driven, and I think that was very good on their part. So I hope that this is just as entertaining, just as human driven, just as kaiju driven. A lot of action, a lot of fun. I hope it's not something that's going to get shoved down our throats like, hey, you need to respect women and blacks or this and that and da da da. I don't want any of that in there. No,
mhm.
no politics in it. Just maybe false, like fake politics, like what they put in fiction or something. Yeah, that's fine.
Now, let me ask you: have you seen Kong Skull Island?
Yeah, I like it. I really like King's. If I could talk, I really like King Kong though. I'm a King Kong fan. It got like towards the middle. I think it got a little woke because Brie Larson, Brie Cheese, whatever. She's coming in on the ship, and he had to mention, "Oh, you're a woman. Is there a problem with that?" Yeah, and I get it though. I had to think to myself, you know what? This is a different time too. This is at a time where You
Hmm.
know, they didn't think about women being in a certain place at a certain time, and there was a certain place. So it, in some ways, it did make sense that, well, if she's there, they're going to question it a little bit. But they said that, they left it on the table and then moved along. It wasn't like they stuck on that. And yeah, she was a little annoying in the film, but to me, I don't think it took away from the entertainment of it all. I think again, bringing back the human condition, very human driven, not only kaiju driven, of course, and all the action and all that stuff, but we also had Samuel L. Jackson's character, who we saw, yeah, he's a military man, but he's antsy. He wants some action. He wants to get out there in the crap, man. He wants to do something. Because what good is his bells? What's it all for? What's the point? You know, that was the whole point of his character. He gets out there and he sees this beast kill all of his men. And in his mind, he's going through PTSD. He's going through vengeance. He's going through like shock, almost like a shell shock kind of thing. And then his system shuts down, and then he explodes with anger, wanting to get rid of Kong. And you know, you follow him from point A to point B, and eventually you know what happens to him, of course, because he can't let go
Hmm.
of that anger. He can't let go of that vengeance. And I'll tell you something, man. Vengeance and hatred are hard to let go of. They are almost a sickness. They make you forget about your own safety and the safety of others. So it's a very accurate portrayal of the human condition, I think, and I think it was very well done.
Very well said. Uh, so the time prophet, he DM'd me something really special here. This is a monster that he created, and I took a look at it, and I mean, honestly, I think it looks great. I think it's awesome. Like, let's take a look at that, folks. Here he is. Look at that.
Ha! I
Does the
love it.
monster have a name, Time Prophet? Does it have a name? Many, I would like to know. I'd love to know the name of this. I love that. You know, at first I thought his teeth were like orange and white, and I was like, "Oh, he's got candy corn teeth." But then I look closer, and I love it. I like it. I love this kind of stuff. I like the
It
eye.
rem-
I like
yeah,
the teeth. Beastie. His name is Beastie.
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 It
Coming
looks like
soon
it.
to a theater near you.
It looks like
Beastie.
it comes straight from one of those classic monster movies, like way back in the day, and it's really cool. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. That is awesome, Time Prophet. Thank you for sharing that. I think that was awesome. And thank you so much
Straight
again.
from the depths comes beastie.
Oh, let me see. Let me ask you, do you remember that old Hanna-Barbera Godzilla movie or Godzilla show? It was
Wait,
the Godzilla Power Hour, and that's the one that had Godzuki in it.
what?
Oh man, it's such my favorite show. I was able to watch it a little bit on Boomerang back in the day when I was a kid. And just such a cool show. The little intro, you have this like rolling drum of this, and then the song comes up from the depths, 30 stories high, breathing hot fire, his head in the sky, Godzilla, Godzilla, and Godzuki. Just
Oh
such
my
a
gosh.
fun show.
Now that you sing the song, it sounds very familiar. I might have been very young too, so.
Hmm. Godzuki was cool. The Time Prophet, I
Godzuki.
agree. Oh man, very cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, I for me, just the other day when I was painting the mammoth miniature that I showed earlier in the stream, I was watching, or I had on a few different movies, and one of those was Kong Skull Island. and I had the director's commentary on with that. So I think it was Jason Voight Roberts is the director of that movie.
Oh,
Let me just tell you, this guy, he really loves anime, video games. He talked about a lot of references, just homages to Evangelion, Studio Ghibli films, like Princess Mononoke. He had a lot of some references here and there to, of course, Full Metal Jacket and Cannibal Holocaust.
Hannibal Holocaust
Hannibal
too, I guess.
Holocaust. God, gosh. um, and he talked
To tell you
about
the
some things
truth,
here and
though,
there, and it was oh yeah, yeah.
to tell you the truth, I,
Continue,
and
continue.
you you describe him the way you describe him and the things he liked and he put in there. That's the kind of passion we need in the industry and entertainment. People who
Mm-hmm.
not only care for the fans and the lore that they're doing, but people who actually care about the films and the backstory of those films that they're doing. That's what we need. And a lot of people who turn up to make these films don't really respect the craft or respect the story and the characters that are in it. But it's nice to hear that the person who was behind Kong actually liked it. And I went and me and Noelle revisited Peter Jackson's King Kong with the kids. We watched it with them, and I gotta
Mm-hmm.
tell you, looking at it again, you can tell Peter Jackson loves Kong. He loves the kaiju mythos and all that because you look at it when you watch it, you can see all the callbacks he slipped in there that you don't really notice at first unless you're a real kaiju or Kong fan. There's like one scene where the actor and Miss Darrow they're up on the ship and they're bantering back and forth during the scene they're filming, and turned to Noelle. I said, "You do realize that they are doing a movie within a movie, right?" And she looked at me and laughed, and she goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, that scene that you're seeing there is from the original black and white King
Mm-hmm.
Kong."
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a few other things here and there that if you didn't pick up on it right away. But the funny thing, if you look at the special features on the old DVD, there's footage of Peter Jackson, and he's got these models and stuff. And he said, I'm gonna do Son of Kong," and he's
Yes.
got
Yeah.
all these models and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait for that." I look it up. It had been canceled. I
Yeah.
was like, "What?" The same thing
Mm-hmm.
what happened with Halo when he was going to do the Halo films.
Oh
That
wow.
got canceled too.
Mm.
And the reason why I found out was because he didn't want to do what the industry was trying to get him to do. He didn't want to go that route. And so he just dropped it, and he had been fighting to do it, but there was nothing he could do. He did do a movie though. I think it's Mortal Engines.
Yeah.
Watch that. I
Mm-hmm.
like that one. That one was good too.
Mm.
I like that movie.
Hmm. That is great. There's a lot of great stuff. I love that Peter Jackson King Kong. I remember watching that when I was young in the theater with my two sisters, and that was, woo, man, that was a hell of a time. There was fun
Yeah.
stuff, and then the natives were incredibly frightening to me as a
Oh
child.
God,
And
they still give me
uh,
goosebumps, dude. They still give me
yeah,
goosebumps. I tell you what, watching it again with that music that they play in the
oh,
background, that low
mhm.
in the background, with the
Yeah.
very slight shaky cam, not enough to make you sick, but
Mhm.
just enough. And then you got the coloration, the cinematography. Then you got them doing all that, the screams they emitted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so creepy, so eerie. But another fun fact is when they have Kong on stage and they had the dance, if you look at
Mm-hmm.
what they're wearing the same costume items
Yeah.
that they
Mm-hmm.
wore in the original
Yeah.
film. It's
Mm-hmm.
really neat.
There's so much great stuff. Recently, I watched 1998's Mighty Joe Young on Disney Plus.
Oh
Gotta
yeah.
tell you, that I still really love that movie. Interesting, it came out the same year as Roland Emmerich's Godzilla. But that
Oh
was
wow,
also a
yeah.
movie where you could tell, on the topic of Mighty Joe Young, you could tell there was some love put into it. They had a nice little
Exactly.
redone, revamped RKO um, logo that they put in before the movie. You had the original actress for, gosh, the main lady from the original movie. You had Ray Harryhausen himself was also an Easter egg in the movie, and it was really such a fun movie to revisit and watch in my spare time. And like you said, these are things that, cinema, entertainment, and kind of just everything in general, they need this kind of stuff. We need
Yeah.
people with a passion for these kinds of things. We don't exactly need a studio by the books or by the numbers kind of thing. I mean, how many times do we roll our eyes when we see a character say a specific line, like a cliche thing? Not to say
Yeah.
that every trope is a bad trope, but when it
Exactly.
gets too much of a good thing is noticeable, is noticeable.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. And I'll tell you now, yeah, I, even if it is a really cheesy line, if it's placed right, if it's done in like a right situation or put in there like maybe even real snap quick, it makes it funny or it makes it more dramatic in some way or it goes, "Hey, I know that line," you know. But sometimes it's used, it's like, "Oh, that's cringe. Why would they put that there?" Whatever.
yeah.
And so
So
true.
like some of the things with King of the Monsters, I roll my eyes at when they reveal King Ghidorah's name. He is called King Ghidorah, and then one character says, "Did he say gonorrhea?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What the heck?" It's like this is a world-ending threat, my guy. Like, but
Well, here's
stuff
the
like
thing.
that.
The actor who said that, by the way, every character he has ever played that I know of plays that same kind of character. So you kind of know what to expect from him. And I laughed at, I rolled my eyes at the different things that he said, but I also laughed at the different things he said too because of how bad it was, and I still don't think it took away totally from the film. But another thing that's really neat about it, the actor who played the father figure in there, did you recognize him?
Oh yeah, he was in 2005 King Kong. Yeah.
Exactly. And I
Hmm.
was like, man, are they trying to do an alternate thing here, where he's not an actor in this one, but it's a different name. But
Hmm.
would be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, if they somehow tried to pin it to the other one, there's like a big portal. Hey, let's go through and see what's in here. I mean, I find that really interesting that he played in Kong and then he comes and plays this character. But he used to be in a show that I used to watch. I think it was on TNT. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's been such a long time. But he got the newspaper for tomorrow. He got the newspaper before it happened. So he got the news before it happened. So he was able to actually stop it. But he never found out who was dropping the newspaper at his door. He owned a bar. I'm trying to remember. He lived like right at the top, like one of those lofts on the top of the bar, and he owned the bar, and he would get the newspaper for tomorrow. and it was a mysterious guy who kept dropping off the paper, and he'd go off and he'd try and stop whatever disaster it was that was in the paper. Gosh, I wish I could remember what it was. But he's really an underrated kind of actor. I think he's actually a very good actor. Really.
Hmm. Real quick here, Time Prophet, he sent me a little image here from his recent video, the Silent Running full review. So in that video, in the introduction, he does make a 3D model of one of the robots that is featured in that video. So he goes on to say here that, basically, he sent me a little thing of the thing, a little, sent you a close up of the robot that he had in the Silent Running video to show the detail, because you don't quite get a full scope of the detail put into this thing in the video itself. So let me share this right here onto the screen. Here we go. So let's zoom and enhance. Yeah, let's make that full screen. So this was made 3D. This was rendered in 3D, and that's just amazing. Made by the Time Prophet.
That is sweet, man.
Yeah. You even have the little brand on the light there, the little headlight, Corello.
That's cool.
It's such a cool thing, Time Prophet. Thank you so much for sending that. That is legitimately amazing. It's great seeing that kind of stuff. Seeing the stuff that you do.
So can I share something on here real quick?
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, let's see. What is it? Oh, share screen. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Screen sharing works. Okay, so do I just share screen?
Yeah, share screen. Wait. And then
share what? Your entire screen application window. No. Oh, okay. I see what you're telling me to do here. Okay, so can you see this?
There we go.
So here, this is
all right. Yeah.
Sure, right here. Yeah, he had the cat, and the cat would be there with the newspaper early edition. His name is Gary Hobson. He gets tomorrow's newspaper today. He doesn't know how. He doesn't know why. All he knows is when the early edition hits his doorstep, he has 24 hours to set things right. So yeah, that's what it is.
And Time Prophet just sent me the full image here, the front and back of this robot from Silent Running. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. That's just amazing. This guy's name was Huey, right? Was this guy's name Huey, Time Prophet, this robot? And, obviously when you see the video, Time Prophet, he talks about what they ended up doing to bring these robots to life. So you see they walk on these 2 little legs. Well, they actually had people piloting, actually walking in these things. They had them piloting the legs of these things, and they were in the box there. These were people who did not have use of their legs, and did not have, in some cases, did not have their appendages there. So they were actually physically inside of these things. Huey, yes, this robot's name is Huey. But let me see, how far can I go? Okay, I can't go that far because it kind of starts losing pixels when I go in too much. But that looks amazing, Time Prophet. Such a cool thing. And
I haven't.
Amputees, that's the term. There we
Yeah,
go.
I haven't seen or not the show, but I haven't seen the video yet. However, I ran my cursor across. Of course, it shows a few little blips here and there, and up comes Billy Mooney, who is a fantastic, well, was a fantastic child actor. Was in from Lost in Space,
Mm.
and he's not only from Lost in Space, but you look at the old Twilight Zone episodes. He played the child that wished people into the cornfield. He also played the kid in one of the episodes who lost a grandmother and kept getting calls from his grandmother on the phone. It was like a little playset phone. But here's what's also cool about Billy Movie. When he grew older, he went to a little show called Babylon 5, and he played the
Oh.
character Lanier. And he did a really good job. He's one of those fan favorites that popped up here and there and became a real staple of the show. Yeah, he was in Babylon 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me share so you can see Huey along with his brothers. Um, I think they're honestly very neat little robots. They look great. You have one, two, and
Yeah, I
three.
love that. The design of that is really neat. I love it.
And here's a little toy showing the actor inside of the robot costume there. Look at this dude. He's got a life size one. Might be
Oh
the
my
real one.
gosh.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm going to need to watch this. I'm really interested in this now.
Uh,
You got me hooked now.
but let me pull up an image of the actors here in the robot suits. Okay, we got a lot of great images here. A lot of great images. Just to kind of get an idea of how this worked out. Let's see. Got them in that. Let's see. Some of these images very tiny, taken several years ago, a while ago. But it's really interesting, really cool to see the effort that goes into the creation of these things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's see. Ah, Time Prophet is a Babylon 5 fan.
Yes, I definitely am too. There is one thing that got politics right, when talking about, politics and entertainment, politics as a yeah, I do agree with that. I don't think that politics necessarily belongs in our entertainment, but when done right, it really, I think, succeeds. And with Babylon 5, yeah, you bet your butt there's politics in there. And the further on that you watch the show, there's a lot of it. And what's interesting is it's almost like they foretold the future. I mean, it is so close to what is going on now. I was in shock because I remember watching this show when I was 10, and you of course when you're 10 years old, they'll pick up on all the little eccentricities here and there, especially pertaining to the future. We don't know the future. I just think it's crazy how close it got to how freedom of speech is handled in today's society. And again, um, it's very human driven. That very human condition, story driven. Um, I was watching an interview with Bruce Boxleitner, who plays Commander Sheridan in this, and he said that the director or the writer of the show, Michael J. Straczynski, I think is his name, said, "Think of it as an epic. I want you to read Lord of the Rings." And to this day, Bruce Boxleitner has had that book, that same book that Michael J. Straczynski gave to him. And so people around there started to compare him to Strider. And another funny little thing was they started to also compare him to Duke Nukem.
Mm, mm,
And that was a real popular game at the time when I was 10, when it first came out. And when he destroys Doom, they all started calling him Commander. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Uh, Commander Nukem Sheridan, or something like that. Something real cheesy. And so that
mm.
was just going around the set, in the back, while he's trying to play the part. And so they kept calling him Nukem all the time. It was real funny. Shake it, baby.
So down in the chat we had Moira Kitty. She popped in here. I think she's out already, but let's see here. There she is. She's the cat.
Moira!
And I asked her once. I'm like, "What does that mean?" And she's like, "Oh, well, it's like a cat approaching you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." All right.
Little
But
kitty paws.
a what?
I said little kitty paws.
Yeah, yeah, a kitty paws and all that kind of stuff.
It makes you take pause and think.
Oh. Right now, she's kind of raising some funds for a historical project that she has in the works here. I put the link down there in the live chat. If you feel like it, take a look at it. You decide what you want to do. It's your life. It's your money, and you need it now. Anyhow, to quote J.G. Wentworth commercials. Anyhow, but check it out. And if not, check out our channel. Share that stuff out. Always good to get more visibility on these little projects that we want to make happen.
It's my life and it's now or never. I don't want to live forever.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for that. We got the Price is Right review. He just popped in here. Hail the Price is Right. Sup,
Hey,
Professor.
Bryce.
Late to the show, but sup, bruh. Oh
You're
yeah,
not
it's
the
been
only
good.
one.
It's been good.
You're not the only one who was late to the show, my man. I was too.
It's been a nice, relaxing evening here. Let's see here. Time Prophet. He says Bon Jovi, and he has seen Bon Jovi live in the 80s.
Oh, sweet. Bon Jovi's amazing, man. I love Bon Jovi.
So, it's been a fun night here. Let me ask you, Jay, did you see some of those little miniatures that I showed earlier?
Kind of close to the end of when you were showcasing them. Yeah.
Well, let me show you. So, let me just tell you guys. I already said this
Uh-oh.
earlier, but
Uh-oh.
painting miniatures is such a fun and relaxing hobby that I've kind of been getting into the last 5 or 6 months now. Incredibly relaxing. I just paint in the garage. I get some paint. I do a couple base coats, and then I go ham on it, and then I have a movie playing on the side. It's very relaxing. So real quick here. So this is one of the ones that I did recently, just a
Oh,
couple
let's
days
see.
ago. It is a dire mammoth. Found it on Etsy.com, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Obviously, the camera, the little webcam that I got, doesn't quite do it justice, but it's a very fun little thing. I painted up this guy. I painted up a little gorilla, a giant ape, which was also fun. But
That's
anyhow,
cool.
what you got to show, Jay? Let's see it, bro.
Well,
Oh my gosh! It's like,
no, I haven't painted him.
man, it's like Cthulhu, right? Or is that
Yes,
something? Does
this
it have a
is.
specific name?
Yeah, it's Cthulhu. It's
All
Cthulhu.
right.
And I was like, dude, I gotta get that. It is they called it like one of the like a big miniature or something. I don't know. It's got
Mm.
dust all over it because I had it sitting too long.
Man, that's
But
nice though. The height on that is great.
I'll show you the butt here.
Always good. Always good.
But right here, it's got the little stone that he's sitting on has the language, like the ancient language. You can't really see it really well on the camera, sadly.
Wow.
But there's a lot of detail on here. But yeah, it's been glued together. It just needs painted. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. No, let's be real here, folks. Let's be real here. If there's a professional painter in here, we already know it's. Let me point to the right side here. Eccent here. Like, just look at his look at what's behind him there, folks. He's got
Wait, what's
all
behind
these
me?
guys. Nick Valentine. He's got Nick Valentine. He's got Alita. He's got another thing up there. The head's kind of cut off on there, so I can't quite see.
That's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
That's not paint though.
Oh, okay.
And it's definitely not
he's a
model
little bit
paint.
artistic.
Model paint's like a whole other different monster.
Yeah.
No, those were all done with marker and colored pencil and regular pencil and pen. I mean, I think I took some soft pastels on Alita down there, and I kind of dirtied the pastels to make the 9-9 look a little filthy, make the little patches in the breast area kind of like, you know, I don't know what you...
So yeah, I'm pretty sure we got like we have similar headphones. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe similar. It's so how many? Yeah, Billboard is what it says.
Let me see.
Mongo has a magic trick he does here. He's able to hear sounds with his eyes. So instead of putting on his ears, he goes, I can hear you.
I was trying to see if I could find a brand.
Hear you.
So yeah, I was trying to see if I had like a brand on this thing. I think what brand is that? Those headphones?
Billboard.
Oh, okay.
My
mine's a
mom got
different thing.
Yeah, my mom got them for me for Christmas.
Yeah, I saw the little, you know how it has the little thingy here. I was like, oh, we got the same kind, you know. Basically the same kind.
Echo 1 to Echo 2.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go off cam then. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to tempt the internet gods, the connection gods.
I'm
they
about
are
to
cruel.
I'm about to go naked anyway.
Oh, good. I can take off my pants finally. Anyway.
Yes, it is glorious. There's I don't know if you've ever seen the Thumb movies.
The Thumb movies?
Yes.
Like Bat Thumb and...
Bat Thumb.
I have not seen those.
Thumbtanic. And, well, the way I was introduced to it was Thumb Wars. And I couldn't stop. I could not stop for the life of me talking about Thumb Wars when I was in school, to the point where it made other kids around me hate Star Wars because I talked about it too much, you know, whatever. You know, but I was quoting it on the daily. I'd sit there and go, I'm naked! So what that scene is it's the Death Star scene. Okay, but it's in the Thumb Wars, and they're all going towards it, and they're doing their call signs. And one of the guys, he's like, I'm naked! One of the other ones is yelling out call signs towards the main character. He's like, hello, nasty butler. I'm not nasty butler. Hello, robot chicken. I'm not robot chicken either. Or whatever it was. I can't remember exactly what it was.
That is great.
My name's Hand Duet. This is Crunchy.
Price is Right review. He asks, did you make that from scratch? don't know exactly what. Oh, did you make the figurines? I know that for me, I did not. I found these. Well, I found three of these on. They're like an official D&D brand, like Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures, and then the other ones I just found on Etsy. Just people printing them out digitally or 3D printers. What about you, Jay? Where did you find the Cthulhu?
Back when they did the stimulus, when Trump was in office, I was like, yeah, what? I've not done any miniatures. I'll go online. I found it online, but I can't remember where I found it. I think I just got it off of Amazon. Just typed in
Mm,
Cthulhu
mm,
minifig, and there was this big minifig or whatever they want to call it or whatever, and of Cthulhu. I was like, dude, I've got to have it. I've got to have
mm.
it.
There's a lot of really cool things that you can find.
Oh
Whether
yeah.
it's on Amazon or eBay. I find that Etsy has been really interesting. Lots of interesting little things on there. Um, as far as miniatures, you always got to check. At least on Etsy, sometimes it can be tricky. Sometimes they're nice and they post like options, like, "Oh, here's a colossal miniature. It's got a 6-inch scale or whatever." Oh, he's left. He's left the microphone. He's going somewhere, folks. He's going somewhere. Let's get the play-by-play. Let's get the play-by-play here. Solo layout. Let's full screen that. You can see our Cthulhu miniature down there on the side. You got Nick Valentine winking at us. You got Alita. You have a Wonder Woman drawing just halfway in frame. Let's see what marvelous thing will J.W. Eccent bring for us to look at. Let's see. The anticipation is growing, folks. Look at this sweet room here. All this cool stuff. The anticipation is building. He's returning. He's returning, folks. What does he have? What does he have? He has things. Many things. Many marvelous things. What could they be?
Here, let me
Oh, he's got his
load some
headphones on
stuff
again.
off
Oh,
on you.
alrighty, alrighty.
I've got a
We've
few
all
little
been
mini
anxious to
things.
see here. What do you got? Oh, oh, I want that. No, just kidding.
All right. Good.
Oh, oh, what we got? What you got for us, Jay?
Dang it. I let these things sit around too long. They get dust collected on them. I gotta clean up the
Oh,
dust in this place. There we go. Master?
oh, it's
K9.
I'm sorry, I don't quite know what that's from. K9,
Yes, Doctor Who. This
Doctor
right
Who.
here. Now
Ah,
he's got an ear missing because one of my kids got a hold of it when they were real little and pulled the
mm-hmm.
ear off and haven't been able to find the ear anywhere. But
Mm.
the button used to work, but what would happen is you do that and you go, Master, Master, hand off the white.
Oh, nice.
Now what this is, it said it was a cake topper. I didn't care. I
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah, at first I thought that was a unicorn. I'm like, Shadowfax wasn't a unicorn, was he?
Ah,
I realized, oh, it's his staff. I'm like, okay.
okay. This right here is one of my
Oh,
favorites, Greedo.
Greedo.
And when I was young, I had a Greedo, and what they called it was a pewter figurine.
Mm.
And I hadn't been able to find it in the moves. So I went online and looked for this Greedo, finally found it. Took me so long to find it because I guess people stopped making pewter figurines or something. They just started calling them
Mm-hmm.
minifigs. And I found this guy, and I was like, dude, this is exactly like the first Star Wars toy I ever got when I was a kid. Was this little pewter
Mm-hmm.
Greedo fig? And then I've got this here.
Oh, that's the little
Little
they call
sister.
us little sisters? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Are
BioShock, right?
you better than my daddy? Hello?
You, I got one right here. Now who's that?
Oh, yes.
Zet Brennigan from Futurama. And of course, you can't forget what we've been talking about this whole time. Dun, dun,
Ah, yeah.
dun.
Hey,
So the oh my goodness, yeah, Cartman.
why aren't I in this show, huh? Hey, let me be in this show. Let me be in this show.
And we can't forget the original classic Cylon.
Nice.
Star Galactica. And you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
Right in shiny metal edge. I really like this guy. That is Dick Tracy.
Mm.
That's one of my favorites. And one more. I got one more. And I thought you might like this. Especially after we were talking about Billy Mooney, Time Prophet.
Oh.
Now, Robbie the Rose has been kind of my favorite go-to character. But yeah, there you go. That's all of them. There's a bunch more back there, but
Man, that is awesome. Let me see
thought-
here. So Time Prophet, he DM'd me this totally awesome thing that I think you're really gonna enjoy. Let me share the screen here. And as I share the screen, I'm gonna go get some of my toys. Anyway, but let me share this tab.
And while you do that, I'll go get some of mine. There he is. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. That is cool. He says, Mondo's big thanks. Laid some guitar down on your song, but not happy with it. Want to have another go? My guitar won't go down that low. Well, were you singing before I came in, or? Hello? Can you hear me? One second. I'm going to unplug my headphones and plug them back in. I think I'm having issues.
Oh, okay.
That was weird.
Oh, what was happening?
I don't know. It just stuck on me. I don't know if it froze on me or if my earphones were having trouble, but I was reading one of Time Prophet's older comments on here. It says, Mongo's big thanks. Laid some guitar down on your song, but not happy with it. Want to have another go? My guitar won't go that low. So I was just wondering, before I came in, were you singing?
Oh no, I wasn't really that. No, he was just saying that because I think over the week he was trying to get some of the chords for. He was asking me what key I was singing in, and I really didn't know because I do not know too much about that. But gosh, isn't that cool though? The 3D render that Time Prophet did a K9. Man.
I love it a lot. That's what I was saying before it all cut off and stuck on me, was that it's just really amazing work. And with some of it, if you're not paying close attention, it looks real. It looks like it's coming straight from like a movie or something like that. Old Man River, and I was trying to put some guitar to it. Oh wow.
Yeah. He said he ripped the video and he has the song. That's good.
That's awesome. Do you know
Real quick. Oh, yeah.
do you know
Yeah.
Moon River?
I do not.
Ah, that one's a good one. That was by Andy Williams. And
Mm.
the way that I came across that song, well, before that, now there's a good old movie. It's funny, and what's the name of that movie? Fletch. And the name of the movie is Fletch, and he goes into this doctor's office, and he doesn't know that the doctor's about to give him a rectal exam. He sticks his hand in his butt, and he goes, Moon River. Well, I didn't know that song really. But later on in my life, as I grew older, there was this play, and I was privileged to be a part of it. It was called Dancing Lessons, about this autistic teacher who he was a neighbor to this other girl, and he came in asking for dancing lessons, and they end up falling in love. But it's a real powerful play because he was outside of his element, and again, as you know, it goes back to that old human-driven story. Well, there's a really beautiful song in it called Moon River, and it's Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. I'm not going to do the
Wow.
whole thing.
That was very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so can't really follow that up. So let me just turn my camera on, and I want to show you this because I saw the Robbie the Robot. So Walmart, they sold
Oh,
this
no
thing here.
way!
Yeah,
Oh!
and you press a button here.
Oh, dude!
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen.
Alto 4, yes.
Transporting you to the residence.
Oh, I
All
love
little
Forbidden
arms.
Planet. Walter Pigeon. Yes.
And you flip the switch and he'll shuffle along on his little wheels here. But I saw this one day at Walmart when I was browsing. They had that, and they had an Iron Giant one. And I was like,
man.
I really want the Robbie the Robot because like that's awesome. Of course,
Yeah.
Robbie the Robot. Who doesn't love that?
I love Robbie the Robot so much. He's like one of my childhood favorites.
And then I'm not going to bring everything, but this is a really big guy. I got Jack Specific.
How heavy is he?
Oh, he's actually fairly light. He's probably less than 5 pounds. I have the tail detached because the tail is almost
Oh,
2.5 feet long. I have that underneath my bed, but
No, wait, I don't want to know what you use that for.
jeez. But he's a super simple thing, but it's just great, simple articulation and whatnot. But I was
That
just
is
blown away
awesome.
that they made this, as a kid's toy, Jack specific, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get this, and
I love the
I got
size.
this.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's something that's
I
really
love when
cool.
you,
Something that you don't really get with
Right.
NECA. NECA, I love the company. I love the toys they make and the Godzilla figures. The largest Godzilla figure they have is I think he's about 12 inches tall, which, it's sizable, but it's not as big as this guy. This guy measures in at, almost 2 feet in height. And he is a presence. He is a presence.
You know what you should name this live chat when you post it?
What?
Boys and their toys.
Boys and toys. Yeah. Time Profit, wonderful thing right there. So at Mongo Pigs does have a monster under his bed. Yes, I do.
To use a quote from Rocket Man, do you have a baker under your bed? Have you ever had a baker under your bed?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna get one more toy. One more. No. I promise. Just one more. Okay.
He's gotta go hide under his bed. Mongo's big things. He is going under his bed, hiding. Probably hiding from the Time Prophet, and come back in time to get him and take him away to another time. I don't know. Anything new? I'm looking at the... Oh, no, he's back.
I'm back. So this is NECA's 12-inch Godzilla figure. It's got a lot more articulation. I love the tail. So this is modeled off the 2014 Godzilla. He weighs, surprisingly, he weighs a little bit more than the Jack specific, the giant one. He kind of has that same heft as my
looks like you're cradling a baby when you did that.
Yeah, so and he comes with a little sound thing. So he's got one little.
Does it sound like a tiny little mouse?
Wouldn't that be something? Let's see. Let us hear him speak.
Ah, cool.
Let's hear that once more.
Sweet.
I love that roar.
Cool. I wanted to read what Time Prophet says here. So Mongo's Big Thanks does have a monster under his bed. I used to be a qualified baker. I spent 2 years at a bakery college. And then he says, Mongo's Big Thanks, I used to have 12 inches, but I don't use it as a rule.
Just look at the size difference.
Oh my gosh!
Godzilla versus Big Chungazilla.
It's just insane. Ugh. And gosh.
I love that. It's just insane. So Mongo throws it on his bed. Oh! I don't want it anymore. It's insane. Get out of here.
This is madness.
Madness.
I will not toss this guy. I will not toss this one because he is not he is not a brick like the other Godzilla. This guy is a little more detailed, so I'm going to put him on the ground.
Watch Mongo throw it and give it a big hefty throw, and it goes through the wall, and he's like, "Oh, I have to leave real quick. I gotta fix something, guys."
Robbie the Robot versus Godzilla. That'd be something fun,
That would be cool.
Anyway,
that didn't sound right.
Your eardrums here. Anyway.
What in the world is he doing back there?
Oh my gosh. we gotta stop. We're having too much fun. We're having too much fun. Okay.
Neighbors are complaining already. Oh, he's okay. So he says here, Frank Sinatra also did Moon River. Okay, and
yeah.
I did not
Ah.
know that. Thank you, Type Prophet.
Hear that cracking sound as he steps on that dinosaur, lol. Gosh, honestly, I gotta give it to my parents and my family members who lived with me as a kid because I played with so many Legos and I would always leave them out. And I would have so many toys, and these were like cheap toys that we would get at the pharmacy. So it'd be a bag of toy soldiers, toy Indians, cowboys, those cheap little dinosaur toys that really kind of look like they kind of been like melted under a hairdryer sometimes. So it's like I really sympathize because you don't want to step on any kind of jagged piece of plastic. And that is true, the Time Prophet. A Lego brick is the worst pain you can feel in your foot.
So, you were talking about the cheap dinos, right?
Yeah.
This is like one of those real classic cheapo plastic dinos. I love it. I put it on my shelf between Congo and another movie. I don't know what sound he makes. Could you explain real quick again how they made the sound for Godzilla?
Oh man! So let me go on to. Actually, let me see here. Let me get this correct so I don't spread misinformation. Godzilla roar sound. How is it made? Let me see here. Do. Alrighty, just a second. Un segundo. Let me see here.
Sharknado.
Sharknado. Oh man.
That's a real cheese ball.
Let's see. Okay. So, this is on soundeffects.fandom.com/wiki/Godzilla_roar. All right. So, the Godzilla roar is a sound effect from TV shows, movies, and others. It is a famous sound effect. Over the years, it has changed considerably, sounding different from almost every time and having many variations for the different emotions. The sound effects team originally tried to create Godzilla's roar by using animal roars that had been edited. They sampled all kinds of birds and mammals. They didn't quite seem to match the kind of sounds that Godzilla would make. So Ifukube, Akira Ifukube, who was the film's composer, proposed stepping away from using animal samples. He took a string off of his contrabass and rubbed it with gloves soaked in pine tar. The sound that came from it was used as Godzilla's roar.
Wow.
Yeah, like that's like some crazy stuff.
I heard from you. We were on some live chat. I can't remember which one it was. But you were talking about that they use a rubber glove on a violin, and my daughter had a violin, and I had a rubber wash glove, and I'm running. I was like, that doesn't sound like that at all. I really think this is cool, though. Time Prophet says, I know they use piano wire and scraped keys to make the sound for the TARDIS. That is really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find the tail of that Godzilla toy and I'll show you. So I'm gonna mute
leave
for
me
a
alone with
second
you guys again.
I'll leave you alone.
You know what that means?
With the chat.
You know what that means. Oh no, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do when he leaves me alone with you guys? When the cat is away, the mice will play. Squeak, squeak. Oh boy, I hate dead air. That's why I yammer on sometimes. I come from that kind of background where you just don't want dead air and nothing going on. And so that's why I go on about nothing. Hi, Mongo's back! Yay!
Okay, so here is the tail.
Oh my gosh!
And let's attach this to the Godzilla.
Please don't.
We must not let him regain his final form. Let me see. It's that meme, right? This isn't even my final form. I gotta get the. It's like, gosh, this is so hard to do. It's like, what is this made for children? Like, look at this thing. It's gigantic.
Awesome. No, sir. No, sir. I did not come in here and see you playing with your dolls. Where's that from? Where's that from?
Oh, that's from Spaceballs. Is it not?
Yep. Yes, it
Time
is.
Prophet. Good comment there, Time Prophet. This could kill a burglar with this tail. Like this.
Hey, look. Well,
deadly weapon.
Either way, it would kill a burglar. Either that or make him feel uncomfortable. Is that a Godzilla's tail in your head? Or are you happy to see me?
Ah, man. This Godzilla has this, look at Godzilla's crotch for a second here. Well, you see, it's got these holes in it. It's got holes. I know this
what
is.
What are you doing putting holes in there?
This is your anatomical lesson on Godzilla, guys. Everybody knows Godzilla has holes right here, but
exactly.
It makes me think, like, man, could they have been wanting to put like a sound feature in this Godzilla toy? Like,
that's
that
what I
would
was
have been
thinking
cool.
when I saw it.
Gosh, look at this thing, an absolute unit.
Well, you remember in Roland Emmerich's film, the Godzilla produced asexually.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So
Guys,
that's what that version did.
Alrighty, here we got him. He's comfortable. I'm somewhat comfortable. It's like
you're
like
a pirate with a kaiju on your shoulder. Oh, God.
Dead men tell no tales.
And you said, okay, this is something everybody needs to hear. And this is quoted from Mongo. Okay, Mongo says to me that he's not good at oh shoot, what was it? Improv.
Oh yeah.
Let me say that is untrue from what I have heard tonight. Dude, he's played off of me. I've played off of him. You're natural. That's all I gotta say. You're good at it, even though you think you aren't. So very good question. The Time Prophet says, how does Godzilla pee?
So that is a really good question. Honestly, it depends on the continuity of the Godzilla film. Okay, let me turn off the camera. It's probably my connection starting to get bad too. But anyhow, I have had so much fun just playing around with this giant Godzilla toy. for the last like minute and a half here. But anyhow, um,
Point out that doll where he touched you. What? I missed that. What?
So a very
Oh,
important
dude.
question here. So a very important question here from the Time Prophet. So depending on the continuity, it probably varies from kaiju to kaiju. In the show era, we know that Godzilla and other giant monsters eat. To Rodan, eat whales out of the ocean, so we can also assume that Godzilla also requires some form of sustenance if he doesn't eat, if he doesn't necessarily just feed on nuclear radiation. Again, depends. I think in the Heisei era, he's basically a self powering like nuclear reactor. In the MonsterVerse with King of the Monsters, in the credits, as the when they're doing all the little newspaper articles and stuff like that, that kind of pop up while they're playing the Godzilla song. Well, they have an article that talks about Behemoth. Behemoth, that was the big like ground sloth, the mammoth kaiju in that movie. They say that Behemoth's excrement is helping to restore the rainforest. So, if we use that to assume that Godzilla also has to go to the bathroom, then, I think we can definitely surmise that Godzilla has some organ or something that allows him to urinate or pee. Everybody has to pee in the MonsterVerse.
That's right.
That is the
I'd like to
conclusion
point
that we've
something
come
out
to
here.
today. Yeah.
I'd love to point something out here. It says, I have built a TARDIS to scale in Adobe Inventor once. Do you have the picture, Time Prophet? Because I'd really like to see that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like totally. If you got some there, it's always fun. It's really fun to like look at the stuff you've been making, Time Prophet. You never see in the movies anyone stepping in Godzilla poop. Godzilla is very courteous. He always poops in water. And of course, you can't have a monster movie where
Hey, Mongo, you're messing up.
Titanic. What?
You're messing up, Mongo.
I haven't got.
I can hear you now.
Oh, messing up. Oh, bleeping out. Okay, well, that will be lost to time and history then. So we'll move on. So Time Prophet says he doesn't have the picture handy. It is in another HD.
Dang, man. So, I've noticed the weirdness of this live stream. I mean, what have we come to? It starts off with talking about standing in the shower, to what kind of tub do you use, to sitting in your own funk in the bathtub, to golden showers, to how does Godzilla pee, to what is Mongo hiding under his bed. This has got to be one of the weirdest shows you've ever hosted, dude.
And honestly, that's the fun of it. That's
Yeah,
why
I
I
know.
said title of this stream: Chillin with JW Eccent. Oh man.
So we got to talking, and I had found this thing called randomizer, and we were kind of shooting back and forth what we would use it for. And I thought we could do maybe some improv fun with it or something, shoot something at the crowd here. See if anybody had any ideas or anything like that. Oh, wow, that is really cool. Shiny. Nice. Shiny. That's real shiny, Captain. That is neat.
So, can you tell me what that is, Jay?
Oh, what that is? That's
Yeah,
a
what that
sonic
thing is.
screwdriver. Sonic.
Ah.
That is a sonic screwdriver.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the sound it makes?
Yeah. I'm trying to get it to do its. There are three mechanisms here, and you got to do it just so right. There's a one. There's two. Oh, come on. It's hard to get the other one. I can't. There it goes. That's the other one. You have to do it just so. I think it's 3 times. So you do it once, and then 2 times, and then 3 times. There it goes. Here, I'll show you. Take it off this thing here. So, there she be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got. Speaking of which, since we're talking about the good doctor here, the 4th Doctor. One second. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
And the doctor comes from the planet Gallifrey. Would you care for a jelly, baby? I don't want to put it all on this. Ow. Here we go. That's comfy.
That's great.
So I come from the planet Gallifrey, and this here, my friends, is a sonic screwdriver. The 4th Doctor. Now I went to our local Comic Con. I look like a crazy guy on the camera.
Just a little.
I went to I looked online everywhere for jelly babies, and there's a local store here called Books A Million, and they actually had jelly babies in little bags. So I just bought out like a bunch, as many as I could, and I went around passing out bags. And when I passed it out, I would go, "Careful, jelly baby." Having technical difficulties. Hey Jay, you have hair.
Yes, actually.
Oh, Tom Baker's autograph. Sweet. That is cool, dude. That is awesome.
Time Prophet bites the heads off of jelly babies.
Yeah, those things are good, man. They're delicious. And when people there who hadn't had one before, when they got a bite of them, they're like, "Hey, can I have another one?" They're addicting. Have you? Okay, so another good candy here in America. I don't know if you ever had Albanese.
I have not.
Oh, dude. Here, 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay. So, after you see this, forget Habero, forget all that. You're going to want this. Trust me. Just trust me. This is what Albanese looks like. Okay. Now, when they have the sour ones, they have a saying. It says, starts sour, stays sour. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, it is sour. But there is still a sweetness to it. And they are very, very good and a very, very addicting snack. No wonder I can't get rid of this. All that candy goodness, jelly babies and Albanese. But I've never visited the factory. They used to give, apparently give tours and stuff. And one of my friends went there and they said it smells like what you think Willy Wonka's factory smells like. So the Time Prophet had met Tom Baker in Birmingham. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful place, too. Oh. So, anyways, yeah, we were talking about the randomizer. And I was thinking, what are some songs, maybe, that you guys would like to hear from us? And then we'll place them into the randomizer and whatever comes up when we click on it. We'll do that.
Yeah, now, which one would I do for that?
Well, let's see. The one I got up here, let me bring that up real quick.
Oh, good, you got that. All right.
Yeah. I'll just hit the share screen here. If it'll let me. But, that's like when they say, we could have a salad if they'll let us.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's streaming. That's my audio convert. Man, I have so many tabs open.
Oh, wow, yeah, you ain't kidding.
Yeah. So here it is, right here. Random.org uses cookies. Well, goody, we get to have chocolate chips.
Cookie.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I love chocolate chip cookies.
Me like cookie.
Oh, it'd be like cookies too. I can't wait to eat them all. I don't know what voice this is. This sounds like I love to laugh or something. It sounds like Uncle what's his name? I can't remember, from Mary Poppins. He's like, I love to laugh, loud and long and clear. I love to laugh, so everybody can hear. So, please select their. But yeah, I have this down here. This form allows you to arrange the items of a list of random order. The randomness comes from the atmospheric noise, which for many purposes better than the pseudo random number algorithms typically. Okay. Enter your items in the field below, each on a separate line. Item can be numbers, names, emails, blah, blah, blah. We don't want your emails. We don't want your emails, just to let you know. Nobody's going to blackmail you or send you things you don't want. We're not doing that sort of thing here. That's not how we work. But yeah, I mean, do you want to do name me a song or anything?
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom again.
All
so
right.
I'm going to mute. I'll be right back.
Gonna go to I don't know that one. Bathroom again. Is that the one that goes, I'm gonna go to the bathroom again? Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. The life I love is sitting on the toilet, my friend, and I just can't wait to sit on that seat again. Oh, I'm going to the bathroom again, seeing things that I've seen again and again. Laying plops every night around 10. And I can't wait to get into that bathroom again. Oh, I can't wait to get into that bathroom again. Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. Doop doop boop boop. I know he didn't mean it was a song. Unless he really did mean it was a song. Manga? Manga? Are you there? Mongo? What's that smell? Oh, dude, you really did have to go to the bathroom again. Ah, crud, man. Shut the door. Turn the fan on. Light a match. Spray some Febreze. For the love of God! Don't you know you have other people here? Dude, we're dropping like flies. I can't breathe, man. Oh, can't breathe. Anyways, so let me tell you what I did today. I left my house, went down to the road, saw it was still there, so I went back to my house. That's about it. What'd you do today? I feel so alone again. Let's see. Anybody said the smell was Godzilla? He pleads. So Time Prophet. Time Prophet is like, cookies are also known as session variables I use to build websites. And remember this, Time Prophet, cookies are for closers. And Time Prophet says, just proper, went to the bathroom while on stream, and there was no hand washing sounds.
That is funny. For real?
Mongo.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
And
That's why I mute my microphone.
well, you will want to read what Time Prophet says at the bottom part. I'll let you do that.
The smell of Godzilla, he pleads. What?
Let's just say you'll see later, Mongo. You'll see later.
All right.
We call cookies biscuits here. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yes,
where do I live
very
in
true.
America? I live in Indiana. I live in Kokomo, Indiana. Yeah. So, okay, I'll get this back on the random. We had a little bit of fun while you were gone.
Yeah, I saw that
Andy-
little thing you put in there that I have to go to the bathroom right now. I saw you type that in. I was like, eh.
Well, there's a little more to the story because I misunderstood you. I thought you wanted a song. And so I did the best I could with, what I had. Let's just say that. Because I don't know that song. I never heard that song before. You put me on the spot, man. I did the best I could. I think it was Willie Nelson who sang it originally.
Time Prophet says you should call yourself Indiana J.
I thought about that. Somebody took that already. So let's see. Here, I'll put one in.
Ah, it's a nice one.
There you go. You got one?
Edelweiss.
Oh,
from,
that's beautiful. How's that spelled?
Oh, oh no. Let me see. Okay, so it's EDE
Okay. EDE.
LW.
LW.
Let me see. EISS.
EISS. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to put in Soul Survivor.
Let's see here. Time Prophet asks, does it rain in Indiana?
Yeah, it does. Right now it's snowing in Indiana, and man, is it snowing. But it's nice. I could stick my face right in it. You gotta understand, I grew up in North Dakota, so a lot of snow is just not a big deal to me. But there's some people who, first sign of a fleck of snow, close down schools. No buses go out. Oh no, in North Dakota, you went to school. We used to walk with snow like knee deep or up to our chests. I'm an old man. Back in my day, we didn't complain. We walked from home to school knee deep and up to our chests in snow.
So let me ask, Soul Survivor, is that the one by Jeezy? Who's the singer of that?
Oh,
Who sings
so
Soul Survivor?
Soul Survivor was
Rolling
by
Stone?
no, Rolling Stone. That's funny. No, it's by Blue Oyster Cult.
Okay, let me make sure I get that.
Oh, here's another one. Oh, shoot. Get rid of that. That's a good one right there, too. Princes of the Universe. Oh, I got another one in my head.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know Soul Survivor, but, and I'm looking up some of these other ones. I'll let you know if I know them or not, because, I mean,
I just came up with a few others there. I had wondered if there's any other kaiju songs out there other than Godzilla.
ABBA had the King Kong song. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad.
Really? ABBA?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What about... I got one. There you go.
Huh.
Waterloo. ABBA.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not know a majority of those songs on the list, so yeah, I don't know.
A challenge! A worthy opponent. That's not coming from me. That was Mongo, by the way, saying that. I'll wait until you give me some to put in there too.
Okay, so I don't get this. So like, if I get a song that I don't know, then what happens? I just don't do it then, huh?
Or what you could do is sing it with your own tune and see what happens.
Oh, okay then. All right then. All right.
Play by your own ear.
All right.
I'm evil. Anything. Theme song.
Let me see. I'm just thinking here. Let me see.
Any songs about a horse? I don't know. It's just. How about a song about love? Does that stump you right there? A song about love.
Yeah, I think that's good. We'll probably just use this as kind of our closing segment, so you can
right.
put it into the randomizer. Yeah.
All right, here's part 2. Go! He tells me to shout, I gotta yell it. Sorry. Be patient! It may take a little while to randomize your list. Okay. So we randomize. Boop. Alright, so there were 13 items in your list. Here they are in random order. So it just sends it in a random order. Okay. Alright. That's not what I thought. I thought maybe it brought it up and brought up a random word. So I guess what we could do here is it says Soul Survivor first, and since I was the one who clicked first, I guess we'll do Soul Survivor. I'll bring up the lyrics real quick because I'm not really good memory wise on some things. Sold. Dang it. There it is. Soul Survivor. I'm probably going to have to type in lyrics. Yeah. Lyrics. Okay. That's Happy Day. What? Soul Survivor Soul Survivor song. Am I gonna get the right one? Oh, I'm gonna. Okay, I know. I have to put it in gold or not golden. Dang it. Blue Oyster Cult. There we go. There walked a lonely man, silent, mute, the only man, not knowing how, not knowing why, was he the sole survivor? Why should he be alive, breathing still while others died? And the only question, why was he the sole survivor? Sole survivor, cursed with second sight, haunted savior, crying into the night. Sole survivor, cursed with second sight, haunted savior, cried into the night. Wind blew across the sand, he stood alone, he had no plan, and with the last rays of the sun, he screamed aloud, began to run. In his tears he sees his face, I am the end of the human race. When I'm gone, there'll be no trace, for I'm the sole survivor. Sole survivor, cursed with second sight, haunted savior, cried into the night. Sole survivor, cursed with second sight, haunted savior, cried into the night. One night when years had passed, the sky shook from a fiery blast, and their starship, saved at last, to come rescue this sole survivor. They beckoned him inside, but only man he would not ride. Instead he found a place to hide, for he's the sole survivor. Sole survivor, cursed with second sight, haunted savior, cried into the night. Sole survivor, cursed with second sight, haunted savior, cried into the night. And then it goes on.
Goes on, yeah. That was nice. It sounded good.
Thanks. And
All right, so what song I got here? Edelweiss. Let me.
Nice.
I'll go to Moon River because I suggested Edelweiss. Let's see, Moon River. Let me look up the lyrics for that. Let's see who sung that song. I guess I got Moon River by Andy Williams. Okay. And now, folks, I do not know this song, so this is going to be an original cover of this. You will not recognize it other than the words, but yeah, we'll see what I can do here. Moon River. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world, there's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world, there's There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting around the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. Oh, yeah.
That's I gotta say, that's actually kind of cool because it started out sounding like a rock ballad. I was like, dude, that would be cool to actually hear a rock ballad of that song because it's always so somber. It'd be such a different way to do it. All right, so I'm gonna hit the again button here. All right, I get somewhere over the rainbow, but I'm gonna pick Edelweiss because you didn't do it. I like that song too. My dad, here's a funny thing. They wanted to see if he could do that in a play. And he hadn't seen the movie before, but he'd heard the song. Or, no, he hadn't seen the movie before or heard the song. She played an instrumental on a record in the room, and he sang it. And he sang it perfectly in this German accent. And he got the part. And that was really good. Oh, crap. Now I got to go back and forth here. Okay, EDEL. All right. EDELWEISS. Lyrics. I'll just click here. Go here. Hey, come on now. Don't do this to me. I swear I'm gonna put a hole in your head. Don't move now. Quit with your loading. Just get me. Okay, that's it. No, I ain't messing with you. Is there anything up here? No. Is this the one I clicked on?
I'm not sure.
Let's go with this. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to me. Blossom snow, you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. I'll go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
I remember when I was in
quick.
high school, I sang that for an audition as well. It's pretty great.
Oh no! What? Resubmit the forum? What? Continue.
Yeah, Time Prophet says your mic is cutting out, so it sounds like a 1930s record. Lol. I did notice it was cutting out a bit there, and I don't know. the internet gods, the connection gods, they are a fickle thing sometimes.
Oh, crud, I had one in my head too, and it was a musical one too. Oh, I know what it was, yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, what's the one, what is it called? Oh, I hate that when it happens to me. From Les Miserables. Les Mis.
Which one is it? One that Jean Valjean sings?
Yes. About
Bring him home?
Bring him home. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a hard one to sing too. So that'll be.
Oh yeah.
I just randomized to get it there, but go ahead and.
Okay, I'll bring him home. Let me pull up the lyrics for that. a very, very beautiful song, honestly. Such a
Yeah.
nice song. Oh, let me get into that mood, that spirit of Jean Valjean. Alrighty, here we go. God on high, hear my prayer in my need. You have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the son I might have known. If God had granted me a son, the summers die one by one. How soon they fly on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give, let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die, let him live. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. Whew. All right.
Okay, let me go get some tissues. Man, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I was back in high school. They wanted me to sing that song, but unfortunately, I could not sing that in the key that it was intended.
Right.
So obviously, when I sang it now, I sang it a much lower, a
But
lower octave, but
you definitely
definitely
made
helped
it
out.
your own, and that's actually the point of music is taking a song and making it your own in some way when you cover it, not just just a solid copy, um, and doing it well. And I think you did very well. um, that song goes in a very very high key, and you're definitely a bass baritone level when you
Hmm.
do it. But either way, it's still amazing and it's beautiful. So.
Well, thank you. Time Prophet sent a few photos to
Oh,
my Twitter here. Let me
where
pull
is it?
those
Where
up
is this?
here.
Where is it?
Or
Ah,
he
here we go.
DM'd them to me. So let me
Yes.
get those in new tabs here. Let me see here. Share screen, Chrome tab. The first one here. Oh, not that one. Whoops.
Oh
Y'all
no,
don't need to see Mongo's
Mongo,
DMs
no,
here. Ah,
no, no,
not that
no,
one. Oops.
no, Mongo. Oh, my blind, I'm blind.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ah,
this is
no,
your
no.
face. This is your screen now. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, let me click on that. Ah, okay, I see now. Yes, yes. Alrighty.
This is your fans only page, right, Mongo?
My fans only, yeah. Subscribe to my OnlyFans, guys. You'll see hot content that you can't find anywhere else.
Mongo.
Oh,
Oh God.
All right, let's see. Okay,
Mongo
so
in a
here is the
bikini.
first tab. Here's the first one.
Oh, dude.
So Time Prophet also says that these weren't finished, and I will get around to doing mood lighting at some time at some point. These were done in Inventor, but I also did an external shot too. So let me share the other one here. Okay, 1 second here. Share screen, tab. All right, here's the other image.
Oh, dude. That is beautiful. And I love you. You put the symbol right up there. Oh, man, the details. Oh, man. Time Prophet. This is awesome.
He goes on to say this was my reimagining of the 70s, 80s TARDIS interior.
I love the circles. Who knows what they're for, but I love them. They said that in like one of the episodes, like later episodes. They said, what are the circles for? Well, I don't know what they're for, but I love them, or something like that. It's not exactly, I'm misquoting probably. The spiral staircase. Oh, dude. That's
Very
classic.
cool. Very cool. Thank you again, Time Prophet, for sending those.
Yeah, thanks
Very
for
cool.
sharing that.
Alrighty, so you want to continue here?
Yeah.
Might as well finish out the last. Let's try and keep this around 3 hours. We'll probably, we can probably finish this off in around 10 minutes or so. I don't know. I don't know how many songs we got, but
So
let's see.
before you shared that, popped up with Princes of the Universe. Do you know this one?
I do not.
Oh, it's a classic Queen. Now,
Time Prophet says. Time Prophet says the circles were built to scale of the original Fourth Doctor TARDIS. They were known as roundels.
yes, I remember them saying that.
Hmm.
Now,
Time Prophet also says that he has every Queen album there is.
yeah, Queen's awesome. I love Queen. I actually hate singing Queen because you don't measure up. See, so it's like I hope I don't butcher it. And I was at a what do they call that? Doing a karaoke thing. Someone invited me, and at some point you don't get to choose what they put up. They happened to put up a Queen song. I was like, oh crud. Well, apparently I did well because everybody's banging their glasses on the tables, wanting more, wanting me to get up there and sing again. So, yeah, I'm scared to sing Queen because I love that voice. That register is amazing. So, there we go. I'll probably have to stand to get more register there. Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. Here we belong, fight to survive in a world with the darkest powers. And here we are, we're the princes of the universe. Here we belong, fighting for survival. We've got to be the rulers of your world. Born to be kings, princes of the universe, fighting it free. Got your world in my hand. I'm here for your love and I'll make my stand. We were born to be princes of the universe. Oh, I couldn't do any more because it was taking my breath away.
Oh, no, that was really great. That was really great. Time Prophet says he can play Crazy Little Thing called Love on guitar.
Love that. That's a good one. That's a classic. That is a classic.
Okay, well, I see Somewhere Over the Rainbow is on that list there after Edelweiss. I guess I'll sing that. Okay. Put the lyrics there. And, we all know in the version sung by Israel Kamaka Vivo Ole, he starts out the song with I'm going to skip over that there, but let's get to the actual words here.
Those are words.
Let me get to the lyrics here, okay? Ready?
No. I want you to do Dorothy. No, you got to go high. Put the pigtails on too.
Alrighty, well, here we go. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dream that you dare to, why, oh, why can't I, Ooh, ah, ah, eh, ah, 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 ah. Yeah, that's the song. That's his version, at least. But yeah.
That's beautiful. Can you play uke by any chance?
Ah, no. We got a couple at the house here, but never learned. Okay, so
Okay,
here's a
well,
song.
let me see.
So here's a song you can put in there.
Game.
So can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, so here's a song you could add into there. I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
Oh, that is a hard one. I'm adding that. Good. That is a good one. Dang it! Now I'm trying to go back so I can add more. You fool. We are having technical.
Good night, Time Prophet. Thanks for tuning in, man. We've had a lot of fun seeing all your stuff. Hope you have a great rest of your day, man, wherever you are.
Have a great one. I'm still standing. That's a good one. Yes. Randomize. All right, it went to Moon River, but since that's already been sung, I'm going to go ahead and go again. Edelweiss and Bring Him Home came up. I'm Still Standing is number 8, so I might as well go ahead and do it. All right. I'm still standing. Lyrics. Yeah, and it goes at a really fast pace too.
Yeah.
So let's see. Gotta warm up the vocals here for that. You never know what it's like. Your blood's like when it freezes just like ice. And there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You'll wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this would ever win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know if I'm still standing, you just fade away. Well, don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Oh, don't you know I'm still standing after all this time? Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. Oh, I'm still standing, yeah. Oh, I'm still standing, yeah. Once I never could hope to win. You're starting down the road, leaving me again. The threats you meant were meant to cut me down. And if the love was like a circus, you'd be a clown by now. You know, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Don't you know I'm still standing after all this time? Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. Oh, I'm still standing, yeah. Oh, I'm still standing, yeah. Don't you know that I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Oh, I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind.
Oh, that was nice. You took it at a quick pace too. That's really good.
I'm sweating.
And I think we'll probably start to end out the stream. But since you sang a wonderful rendition of Godzilla, I wonder, Jay, would you like to hear the King Kong song? And I guess,
yes.
Would you like to hear me sing the King Kong song?
Yes! Sing the King Kong song!
Alrighty. So this is by ABBA, and honestly, I gotta say, it's a pretty cool song when you actually listen to it and how they do it. they have this sick like guitar thing that it goes like. It's really cool. I'll put a link to that actually. Let me just do that right now while I'm. Oh gosh, I love hearing that. I opened the tab and it uh, started playing. I'm like, oh, such a great opening. I'm gonna put that link just in the chat here for posterity. Now let me see. King Kong song. King Kong song by ABBA. King Kong
Well,
song.
Mongo, before you start, I
Oh
have to
yeah.
go to the bathroom
Ah,
again.
good. I'm glad you didn't have to hold it in the whole stream.
Guess what,
Great.
Mongo? It's my turn now.
Fantastic. I am very glad that you're not holding
I'm
it
just
in.
hoping for no golden showers today.
Uh-huh. Oh man, what a guy, what a guy. And of course, folks, Jay, very nice of him. I asked him earlier this week, probably I think it's either Wednesday or Tuesday. I was asking him, I messaged him, I'm like, hey, you want to stream this weekend? Because honestly, folks, it's been a very busy week. It's been a very busy month. And things are complex, you know how that is. I won't get into every detail, but I'll tell you guys, I definitely needed something like this. I definitely needed to have some fun, relax, not really have to worry about, following any particular rules set out by anyone. I definitely needed this. This has been a very fun stream. Um, but yeah, I gotta say, it's a lot of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. All right, let me just make sure I got the lyrics up here. I got the link in the chat. There, that is. Fantastic, fantastic, darling, fantastic, darling. Let me see here. It's 9 o'clock for me. I'm in Southern California on the West Coast. I think it's probably, oh gosh, it's probably almost midnight for Jay. Oh, goodness. I feel bad. I don't want to keep the dude up all night. Sure. But, obviously, you can always let me know when he needs to jump out. But since we're ending the stream soon, that's how it is. But let me see here. Just the two of us, you and I.
And yes, I did wash my hands.
Fantastic, fantastic.
You may not have been able to hear it. Oh,
Alrighty then. Well, folks, this song is dedicated to Mr. J.W. Eccent.
who's that?
He is a he's a fan, a lover of King Kong, and I think we can all get behind that. There's always something out there that calls out to us that makes us happy. And honestly, days like these, you always need something to pick you up. So without further ado, folks, this is the King Kong song sung by Mongo. and this is a very quick song as well. But alrighty. Here we go. Well, I was looking at a movie at the TV last night. Then I had a very funny notion, yeah. I really had to write a song about it. And then I'm gonna sing it with my rock and roll band. And I bet that people gonna like it, yeah. I know that everyone is gonna shout it about a dreadful mighty killer. A big black white gorilla. A King Kong song, won't you sing along? Listen to the music and it couldn't go wrong. King Kong song, you gotta sing along. Can't you hear the beating of the monkey tom-tom? Listen to the rhythm of the King Kong song. And obviously I'm taking it at a slightly slower pace, but back to the song. Now we can make the jungle out of any old place. We can make gorillas out of people, yeah. Well, who can tell a monkey from a monkey? So people get together, gonna have a good time. Everybody listen to the music, yeah. The song we're gonna sing is kind of funky. So let your arms hang down and waddle all around
I love
like
this.
a dreadful mighty killer. A big black and white gorilla. King Kong song, gotta sing along. Can't you hear the beating of the monkey tom tom? Listen to the rhythm of the King Kong song. Like a dreadful mighty killer. A big black and white gorilla. King Kong song, won't you sing along? Listen to the music and it couldn't go wrong. King Kong song, gotta sing along. Can't you hear the beating of the monkey tom tom? Listen to the rhythm of the King Kong song. And that's the song there, but man,
I love it.
it's
Hey,
such
dude,
a fun song too.
Do you know what they should do? When
What?
Godzilla versus Kong comes out for the end credits, that's what they need to do. They need to do the same thing when they covered Godzilla. They need to cover that song and do it that way.
Yeah, totally.
I can just hear the chanting in the background and the actual tom toms going off.
Yeah. Like,
and all of
I
a
just
sudden,
love
off-key singer comes in and sings it.
like that part where they say where it's like when they go into like a dreadful mighty killer, a big black and white gorilla. Ah, such a great, such a fun song. And honestly, I had never known about it until maybe a few years ago. I was like, oh wow,
I'm
it's
gonna have
not
to check
bad.
that out because I actually like ABBA.
Yeah.
So I probably like that anyways. And I'm gonna check out those videos that the Time Prophet suggested too. Those two.
Oh,
So
totally.
that'll be cool.
Well, Jay, we're going to start winding it down here. Is there anything that you'd like to say before we tune off?
Well, I guess I could plug a little.
Yeah, might as well.
Check out my channel. Check out my Jayworks. That's a capital J with a capital W. And then, of course, there's Eccent Art on Facebook. Go ahead and check that out at your leisure. And then keep your eyes peeled for the Monsters Inside Me. It's actually going to be called The Monsters Inside. And it's going to go up on my regular channel, Jayworks, but it's also going to go up on the Monsters Inside Me channel. So if you want to, before that happens, to see the uncut, unedited original version of Monsters, go ahead and check out the Monsters Inside, the Monsters Inside Me, under Jayworks or JW Eccent, anywhere that there's video. I put it up in a few places. I put it up on YouTube. I put it up on SoundCloud. So there you go.
Let me see. Let me find that here on my tab here. Oh, I see the Monsters Inside Me episode 2. So let me just click on that, and then hopefully I can find that on the channel, your channel.
Now there's a really good trailer that somebody made for me, and it's by Ashley. And it should be on there too when you go to my channel. One sec. Let me bring that up real quick. Should be one of the first ones, I think. Let's see. That's the art show. Little Red trailer, which is taking forever to come out. Where is it? It's just a regular. If only I had the search. There it is. The search. Okay. The Monsters Inside Me trailer. Okay. Yeah. Ash, there it is. All right, so it's under TMIM What's to Come trailer, edited by Ashley Woods. So that is the essential trailer for what the Monsters Inside Me is. And I've got it up here. If you don't mind, I'll share that.
Yeah, sure thing.
Let's see here. Click on it. And go over here. All right. Now,
Captain, that's enough out of you.
Oh, apologies, sir. Shut up already. Don't you guys ever stop? I'd rather hear sleepers mating than the two of you bickering in my brain. You said my name.
Yes. I'm still alive.
You, the general deleted our codes.
Give me that code!
Staff Sergeant Chadwick, only one code remains, and you'll have to pry it from my cold, dead body. Good luck considering it's in my brain, maggot. I should report you to the highest authority. I am the highest authority. I created this project.
Die. Then I change. I become one with the monsters inside me.
Check us out under the name The Monsters Inside Me. The Monsters Inside, or Jayworks, edited by Ashley Woods, starring Olivia Seal, Ty Anderson, Kate Bella, Lynette Dolan, Mandy Knittinger, Madrout Stone, Toby Movis, Taylor Ann, Dana Ashcraft, Jay Eccent, Nathan Bentone, Dennis Collins Jr., and David Phillips, with music by Dangerous Smith and Dennis Collins Jr.
there you go.
That was good. I got a link to that down in the chat there. I also put a link down for episode 1 of that. So that's really cool stuff.
But what I'm doing now is I'm going back to the series and I'm putting it together as something that will fill in a lot of plot holes. People came to me and said, yeah, you got a really great storyline. You have a great idea here. I really love it. But what's with this? What's with that? And so I was like, you know what? I can go back, talk to the actors who want to be involved, and get some new dialogue put in there. Maybe freshen up the music a bit and give it a new perspective. So yeah, a lot of people were involved in this project. Some people who left the project kind of left on kind of sour circumstances, sadly, and it is kind of sad that happened. But I kind of understand where they were coming from. I may not know exactly what they were going through, and I am sorry that they felt the way they did. But it was never my intention at that time to make them feel the way they did. It was just a real improper way that it happened, and it shouldn't have. But in the end, it was a passion project, and it was something that ended up very well done, in my opinion. Everyone did a very, very good job. I couldn't be prouder of the people I worked with who did this, and I couldn't be happier with the product that I got. But this is going to be something that's meant not only for my dad, but I think meant for everybody. And I think everybody's going to take away something from it. And you know how I've said in the past and in this video that I really love character and human-driven stories, things that deal with the human condition. This very much is what I would like to call an epic. Each character in this story has their own storyline. Each character in this story, you could listen almost to each voice actor and you would get something different from it. Not just from the main character, Julie Embers, but from the doctor, Dr. Gretel Knittinger, and all these other characters, the Wild Man. And I can't wait for everybody to hear the new rendition of this. I think people are going to like it and actually feel something from it, which is what I hope. people get from it. I hope everyone can take something different from it.
That's very exciting to hear. Of course, folks, you can find Jay's channel down in the description down below. You can also find some other links to stuff that him and his wife are doing. And it's a really great time. This has been a very fun stream. I really appreciate everybody who's passed through in the chat. And of course, I really appreciate the time that Jay has been able to give me here on this channel. It's a great time. It's a great time.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for having me. And I'm actually very sorry that I missed the first portion of this, and I missed some people coming through at the beginning.
No worries. Yeah, don't even
Hopefully
worry
they come
about
back
it.
later and they check it out, and they get to hear some great music and us talking about bathroom etiquette and golden showers and how does Godzilla pee.
And with that, folks, we're going to call that a stream. Thanks again, everybody.
Literally.
And see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Golden stream.